so fun. Alright, so let's get started. Last time in Promises to Keep, we went over Theo's route. So, like I said last time, I am going to be starting the route at the gameplay, the game board, like when they're like down in the billiards and stuff. That's where I'm going to be starting. And then if you want to see the other ones, you can go check out my Rofi streams. It's in my my channel, my WuffPaws VOD channel. Hi guys, chat, say hi everyone from WuffPaws VODs. All right, it's time to get back into keeping some promises. So yep, right here we are gonna be doing this. All right. Guys, I'm scared. Don't be scared. So, here's the choice. You're not supposed to read the chat.
You're not supposed to read it.
I'm reading it. Here's the choice. YouTube watchers, beware. Okay, here's where it starts. We're gonna choose Hunter. A clack of billiard balls echoes throughout the basement, drawing my attention to a certain raccoon at work. He spies me from across the room and beckons me over. As I make my way to him, he downs the contents of his shot glass and sets it aside. Enjoy. I'll be lurking from here on out so I don't misspell himself. Bye, DJ. Thank you for the lurk. Bye, bye, bye. Guys. Leo. Want in? I mean, I've only played once or twice, but sure. No worries. I can teach ya. See you at the stream. He hands me a cue as he sets up the balls in their triangle formation. I try to get a feel for the cue's weight in my paws, but before I know it, he holds out the cue ball for me. I'll let you break first. I hesitate for a bit. He does too, and in a split second, we find our paws against each other, around the ball. He laughs and slips it into my palm. Where's Ollie? Girl. Yeah, some of the art got refreshed. Yeah, so I'm gonna start like here, cause like the actual thing. Trying to cop a feel, huh? You're a sly one, Leo. Whatever you say, pal. I quickly turn to the pool table to hide my burning face, place the cue ball down, and take aim. And then I completely whiff.
Gotcha.
Without looking up, I try to take another shot at the cue ball. It connects this time, but only barely. How do you whiff that? I'm kidding. The cue ball doesn't break so much as a tapped triangle formation, and only a few balls roll outward. I wince and look to Hunter, braced for some of his pretend playful grinning. Patents. Oh my gosh. Okay. Despite my worries, I'm met with a patient smile. He moves to reset the table and then picks up the cue ball. Want a few pointers? I nod, backing up and letting him demonstrate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's how you're supposed to hold it.
So, first thing you want to do is establish a firm bridge with one paw. Ollie would never objectify someone, by the way. Respectful gentleman? Okay. He sets one paw down and lifts his index finger. Next, you position the stick on your paw. I like to keep it under my index finger and let it guide the stick as I make my shot. He leans over the table and takes a few practice shots without making contact with the cue ball. Then, you just go for it, strike confidently, and try to follow through with your stroke in a straight line. With a resounding clack, he makes his shot. The cue ball speeds across the table and breaks the rack of balls cleanly, sending them all over the table. He stands back up. Got all that? I think so, but I might need help setting up a bridge and figuring out the follow-through. No problem. Which ball are you going for? I point to a solid orange ball that's set up nicely in front of a corner pocket. Good choice! Just set your paw down and lean over. I'll help ya. Oh my gosh, you guys are like chatting it up. Yeah, some of the art got refreshed. Yeah, I'm so excited. So why are you so... why you want to see down? You want to hear them that much? That's mage. Bro. I do as he says, placing my paw on the table and leaning over a little, just like he demonstrated earlier. 100 knows how to play pool. Actually, I'll be saying, oh, okay. Looks good. Can I come over there? Yeah, feel free. And just like that, I feel him against my back as he hovers over me. His scent surrounds me comfortably, a mix of fruits that I can't quick pick out. My heartbeat quickens as he reaches for my bridge paw, and shifts it slightly. Our fingers almost interlace as he helps adjust the position of my cue. Then he maneuvers his other paw onto the cue. He moves it down until it touches mine, then wraps it around my paw. I hear him speak, softer than I have before. Let's try a few practice shots now. I let him guide my cue as he grips my paw gently. We take 1, 2, 3 practice shots before I feel his snout against my neck. You're doing great, Leo. Huh? He gives me a soft chuckle, amused by my flustered reaction. That had to be on purpose, right? Then I feel his warmth leave me, his paw no longer holding mine as he stands up again. I almost wish he stayed close to me like that for a little longer, but the moment is past now. His voice returns to normal. I said, that looks great. Does it feel better? Giving me a smile, he sits down next to the table. Oh, yeah. It feels more stable like this. He can definitely see me blushing now. I don't really care though. Honestly, it feels kind of nice to have Hunter's full attention on me. To share this game with him, pleasantly buzzed, like he is, I presume. I take a deep breath and take my shot, watching as the cue ball makes contact with my target, but exhaling as I miss the pocket by a hair. Oh, close. Angles are a hard thing to get down, but I'd argue that straight shots are even harder. He hops up from his seat, cue in hand, as he observes the state of the game. The concentration is visible on his face as he traces the possible trajectories of the balls with his paw. Leo is a noob. Guys, I'm like low-key kind of good at pool. I can't help but stare a little at his display of focus. Something about the way he commits himself to things fills me with awe. I'm mediocre at pool. He looks up from the table and our eyes meet. This interaction would be so embarrassing. He grins at me, then bends over the table to make his move. Surprisingly, he misses the pocket. He shrugs it off and backs away from the table, giving me space to work. I try to copy him, identifying the balls that are easiest to pocket. As I analyze the game, I feel his gaze on me. I feel his curiosity as he waits for me to take my shot, his enthusiasm as we share this moment together. His willingness to teach me pool, despite being a tease all the while, and his eagerness to lend a helping paw, not just to me, but to Theo, Rofi, and everyone else the last 2 days. To have someone as patient, supportive, and dedicated as Hunter by your side, I don't think you could get any luckier. The game continues, and unsurprisingly, Hunter comes out on top. Hey, not bad at all, Leo. He had a good string of pockets towards the end. I guess so. You are much better though. Well, it comes with time and experience. We can come back and play more often if you'd like. I'd love that, Hunter. Before I can ask if he wants to play another round, I hear Theo call out from behind us. Last call, folks. I'm afraid your bartender is exhausted. Sounds like that.
He's in a return.
That's our signal to start cleaning up. Here, I can take your cue. Oops. He re-racks our cues in their holders against the wall. Then we cover the pool table together with its tarp. I see Artemis, a very sleepy-looking Rofi, I see Artemis helping a very sleepy-looking Rofi up the stairs, while Ollie and Theo are still chatting at the bar. Ready to head up? I nod. We say our goodnights to everyone and walk up the stairs together. This was so me when I started playing pool as a kid. My late uncle taught me well. Nice. Hunter insists on seeing me off at the den, despite it being right round the corner. As we split for the night, Hunter opens his arms for me. I accept his offer, giving him a warm hug, letting him bathe me in his scent once again. Hi, Abyss! How are you? You smell nice. What fruit is it? He grins as he embraces me. Aren't cats supposed to have good senses of smell? Hey, I was just curious. And also trying to keep him here a bit longer. I kid. It's Peaches today. today? Yeah, I try to change up my cologne every now and then. Even if someone doesn't have a good enough nose to appreciate it. I squeeze him a bit tighter in protest, my snout buried against his neck for now. I mumble out a response. I'll pay more attention now that I know. He chuckles, rubbing his paw against my back. Then I'll keep changing it for you. I look up at him, my snout leaving his fur for just a second. That's weird. Did you? Yes, I did get a new model. Thank you, Crystal. This is okay. Well, yeah. Just for me.
I've been wanting to say that
Just
the
for
entire
you. I'm here, but I'll be lurking. Hi, Fizzy. Thank you for the lurky. I smile and nuzzle his neck a bit more. You look amazing. Oh my gosh, thank you. I know Crystal did such a good job on my PNG. I freaking love it. Thank you, Doabiz. Thank you, thank you. We stand there together for a long moment, enjoying each other's presence. I smile and nuzzle his neck a bit more. Okay. I don't want to go to bed. Before I can fully finish my sentence, I let out a big yawn. Bye, Abyss! Thank you for coming in. No, don't be sorry. Thanks for coming in. Like, seriously, that's enough for me. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day / night. Careful. You're gonna spread that to me. He gives me one more firm squeeze before letting go. I had a lot of fun tonight, Leo. I did too. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm already counting down the hours. With one last goofy smile, he heads up the stairs to his room. For a few long moments, I stand in the doorway, taking in what remains of the raccoon's cologne around me. Though the den is a little cool, I don't mind much, still feeling Hunter's scent and warmth around me. Guys, this is so freaking cute. It's like he never left. Hunter is just the best ever. Maybe that emoji. Yes, he is. Alright, I'm hopping up for real. See ya, Wuffy. Give Hunter the love tonight. I think he will need it. Yes, I'm gonna give Hunter all of my love. Goodbye, DJ. Have a good rest of your work shift. Bye, 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 bye. I'll see ya next week. I can't wait for what tomorrow brings. Here. Be careful who you trust. Yes, Father. Yes, Father. I remember this, dude. And remember that oh, do you want to be the father, Jackal?
Why me? What?
I don't know.
I'm looking away for 2 seconds. What's going on? What?
Do you want to be the father?
Of who? What?
I remember that real friends don't really exist.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Wait. Gotta take a sip of water.
Guys.
I'm being over dramatic about this? Okay. I know, me being over dramatic is, it's very unforeseen.
Hurry up!
Topic. God, you're so mean to me.
You need to command the room's respect.
That's not a good father voice.
I'm hardly one to command anything, let alone a room full of peers. But I have no choice but to nod.
Make us proud. Make them wish they were you.
Who would want to be me?
And don't slouch in your seat like that. You know how that comes off.
I know, Father. I straighten my posture, too anxious to say any more.
Remember that your new classmates are some of the smartest in the nation.
Yeah, I didn't need the reminder.
Middle school is where meaningful networking starts.
You're networking in middle school?
I know. I got my first... Wait. I gotta laugh at that. Sorry. I got my first job through a middle school peer. It was through him that...
I start to tune out Dad's lengthy anecdote. He's probably told this one 1,000 times. I stare at the plate of Belgian waffles in front of me as Dad continues his lecture. Hunter's hair is so chopped? Don't say that. The normally enticing dollop of
His hair
almond
hasn't
butter on
changed.
the waffle wasn't calling my name today. The butterflies were fluttering a bit too aggressively to think about eating. This past summer, Mom and Dad hired someone who trained me to talk. Professionally, introductions, small talk, elevator pitches, the works. It was all so fake. But who was I to do anything but follow their lead? Out of the corner of my eye, I see Mom walk into the room. She eyes my full plate of food. She waits until my dad stops talking before opening her mouth. Hunter, is breakfast not good today? I can have the helpers make something else for you. There's this new organic yogurt that we just imported. I make eye contact with her and shake my head. No, it's alright. I'm just not very hungry. I see a hint of concern on her face, but it quickly vanishes. Okay, well, we will have lunch delivered to school for you this afternoon. I will ask them to pack extra, just in case. I nod and look back down at my plate. I just have to get through the day, make some connections. I have to remember that. There's no such thing as friends. Only connections. Mom and Dad sit down at opposite ends of the table, eating their own meals quietly. In my head, I run through my rehearsed introduction, the one I was forced to practice all summer. Good morning, my name is Hunter, and I'm one of the new students at... I'm interrupted by one of our helpers refilling my water glass. Oh, thank you. He smiles warmly at me, then leaves the dining room.
Be careful of that stutter. It gives a bad impression.
I wince. Dad manages to turn everything into a lesson. Mom and Dad excuse themselves to get ready for the day, leaving just me at the table. It's okay. I'm fine. I just have to get on the good side of my teachers. Just have to be a perfect, likable charmer for one day. I can take off the mask as soon as I get home. A genuinely reassuring thought. One day at a time, Hunter. Maybe I'll meet some cool people? I wonder what they'll think of me. Through my storms of thoughts, Dad's words ring out in my head. Make them wish they were you. Tick tock, tick tock.
Also, that was my best annoyed / disappointed father voice.
Dude.
That was the best I could muster.
Dude, that was a crazy race. Yeah, can't believe I almost beat the high school record. Do you want to be a Hunter's friend now? This guy?
My god.
Kodiak hustles over to the finish line to greet me.
And as a freshman too, you are crazy fast.
Ooh. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks. The wolf, one of my closest friends, gives me a friendly shoulder bump.
I wonder how everyone else did.
Me too. Wanna check? I break into a light jog, heading to the scorekeepers at the end of the track.
Hey, wait up.
Kodiak trails behind, laughing. Just as I turn around to tease him, I feel someone shove me to the side. Ow! I stumble, barely catching myself before I hit the ground. Hey, what was that for? Yikes. I cut myself off as I realize who the culprit is, the star linebacker on our football team. He towers over me and smirks. Hey there, shrimp. Looks like you won your little race. Maybe the track team will finally bring home something more than a participation trophy. I clench a fist instinctively, but Kodiak intervenes, elbowing him away.
Hey, knock it off.
What do you want? Picking a fight with me?
Yeah, maybe I am. I'm not so sure you win.
Oops. I'd never have the courage to challenge a bulky football player. But Kodiak? He's on our weightlifting team. As if you'd be worth my time. Catch you later, losers. And just like that, it's just Kodiak and I. My anger ebbs, replaced by embarrassment. My least favorite feeling.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I guess they really have nothing better to do.
Shame holds my mouth shut. Dad's mantras echo through my head in a defiant cacophony. No one wishes they were me. As we continue walking, I turn to Kodiak. Hey, when does the gym open?
In the mornings, the weightlifters get in an hour before it opens for everyone else, but I could probably sneak you in if you wanted.
Hunter, that sounds good, but
Oh.
I don't know how to lift.
What the heck?
Turned on the text-to-speech.
How do I turn it off? I don't want this text-to-speech.
Prev,
Is
Save.
there any settings?
about,
I'll be.
self-voicing disabled.
Okay. That sounds good, but I don't know how to lift.
Hey, that's alright. I'll teach you.
Can we have a Kodiak, bro? Bruh.
We'll get you big like the football guys if you want.
I'm not sure what I want. Respect, admiration, just like Dad wanted for me. Tick
Damn.
tock, tick tock. I remember this. Next up, we have the top-ranked competitor in our college division. He's positioned to finish #1 this season with a good showing today. Can he maintain his lead over the pack? There isn't a single competitor who doesn't envy him right now. And there he is, Hunter! I take a deep breath in and start with my salute, holding my arms out in the air. I hear my teammates yelling my name from the stands and the eyes of the auditorium on me. I smile. I feel good. I look at the parallel bars, take another breath in, and let out a forceful breath as I hop up on them. First skill, I swing myself upwards, completing a handstand. I let the bars fall back into my paws, and I swing back down, transitioning smoothly into a flip. My heart leaps as I gain some good airtime, then the familiar bars come back to my paws, like they always do. Second skill done. I go back into a handstand, then twirl onto one of the bars momentarily. It bends, but holds until I shift my weight back onto both bars. This one always manages to spook me in practice, but it doesn't give me any trouble today. The rest of my routine follows suit. I let my paw wander and muscle memory takes the wheel. I sneak a few glances at the crowd each time I resume my handstand position. There are 3 other competitors on the other setups right now, but most eyes are on me. I start running some mental numbers as I launch myself into the air. My twirl was pretty good, but I left myself wobble a little bit too much. Probably a fractional deduction for my overall score. I feel myself fly into the air once again, completing a full 2 rotations before catching myself on the bars once more. My descent felt a little messy. Another deduction, maybe? I scanned the audience again, so many friends in the stands, but I can't help wonder why they're here. To observe my performance, sure, but being in the lead, I can't help but feel like they're here to witness my downfall. Crunch. Ah, frick. My left arm strikes the bar at full speed. Ow. The high velocity sound of flesh against wood echoes throughout the venue. Pain floods to my whole left side, fiery, white-hot, and demanding. I wrestle my face muscles back into a rigid concentration and carry on seamlessly. Damn, I never mistimed that landing. I wonder if Kodiak saw that, watching from across the country. I wonder if the cameras caught it. And just like that, I find myself in the last part of my bars routine. Just 2 more skills until the dismount. First, another handstand. Then, propelling myself into air once more, I execute a flawless forward somersault. Extending my arms, I get ready to catch the bars one more time, but... crack. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes.
Bro broke it.
Yikes. One of the bars gives way, snapping like a twig under my weight. Slime slows down as I fall, my mind processing each fraction of a second at breakneck speed. Oh my god, they even have I didn't even notice this. They have a grip. Wow. What happened? Why didn't the bars catch me? Like they always do. The audience turns to me like one great eye, watching feverishly as my infallible facade falls away. So that's what it feels like. How refreshing. I embrace gravity like I'm a parent. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Oh my god. I always jump at that. The sound of shattering glass wrenches me awake. Pain. Blistering pain down the length of my arm. Shattered remnants of the dream tear across my mind. The roar of my teammates. The eyes of the crowd. The sickening crunch of bone. It felt so real. I reach one paw up to my face, feeling my familiar cheek fur. Meow. Then I run my paws across my snout. I touch my eyes and find them wet. Already the dream is fading. Friends, connections, bends and breaks. Long, lonely tables, elevator pitches, and masks. Dozens and dozens of masks. What hides beneath them? I sit in utter stillness, one paw splayed over my eyes. I press my paw pads hard into my temple, as if trying to keep the dream from spilling out. But of course, the tighter you cling to dreams, the faster they fade. When naught but darkness remains, I have no choice but to open my eyes. I shiver. The familiar sight of
You have
Theo's
an ad,
den.
by the way.
A what?
You have ads playing.
Okay. The familiar sight of Theo's den comes into focus as my vision adjusts. Leo has just the ability to dream of people's past. I think he's a sidekick, guys.
Apparently.
With one notable difference. Flashlight. I need a flashlight. I reach for my phone, sluggish heart beginning to beat once more. My phone sparks to life, momentarily blinding me. I blink the light away, but before I can fumble for the right button, I see a notification. A silly bed selfie from Hunter. I must have been out cold before he sent this. For some inexplicable reason, I'm compelled to call him. Hunter will know what to do. It seems like he always does. I press his number and wait anxiously as it rings. WuffPaws buy me a subscription. Bruh. That's my paycheck. Okay. Once,
Yep.
twice, then... Hey, Leo. I hear a sleepy sounding Hunter through the phone. I linger on his voice for a second, then remind myself of the urgent situation. Hunter, I don't really know how to explain, but the window, it broke. I think something might have... I hear covers being thrown off and rustling. Leo, stay right there. I'm coming. And just like that, I stay put, reassured. I wrap myself tighter in my blankets, listening for his paw steps downstairs. Moments later, I hear them. Then a knock on the door. I'm coming in, Leo. The door swings open, and I make out a familiar bulky silhouette. Turning on the light, just warning you. Ah. Oh. It's bad. Worse than I thought. A fallen tree branch protrudes into the room like a shattered bone, tearing through flesh. I turn to the raccoon, but his face is already locked in a familiar focus. Okay, we gotta get this glass cleaned up, then move the plants out. He's so extra? What do you mean, extra? His voice is clear and sharp. He doesn't even seem surprised. Wait, before you move, let me grab some shoes for us. No sense in cutting up our foot paws on the glass. He
Like, why
flies
this
out.
stays in your skin too.
Ooh, he flies out of the room in a blur. I wasn't sure what to expect when I called him, but it really does seem like he has everything figured out. Almost as if he was expecting this to happen. The raccoon returns quickly with footwear and a broom, and we get to work. Just minutes later, the glass on the floor is completely gone. Ruff! What do you mean just turning off? He's considerate of us. Bruh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever like been woken up by someone turning on the light? You get fucking flashbanged.
Alright, give me a hand with these pots. Hunter hands me a pot, then grabs 2 larger ones and hustles out the door. We move the plants to the living room, then make one more trip to clear out the remaining greenery. Okay, all that's left is the branch. Honestly, that seemed like the biggest challenge. What do you mean it's so extra? Bruh.
It's not. I think it's just him being considerate. Like I'm almost.
Hunter gives me a reassuring smile. Oh, I love Hunter's smile so much. Come on, it can't be that heavy, right? With his strength, I'm inclined to agree with him. Hunter takes a knee near the window, positioning himself under the branch. I take my place next to him, wrapping my paws around the rough bark. Chalk-stained hands gripping familiar wooden bars.
Almost too nice. What is he hiding? Bro, people can't just be nice.
Alright, here we go. 1, 2. We both lift. The branch starts to move, but... Can we put it down? The branch plops back to the floor, and I give Hunter a look of concern. Everything okay? The raccoon shakes his arms and shoulders a bit, then smiles again. Yeah, I'm totally good. Just need to get a better angle. Attempt 2. I nod and we take our positions again. 1, 2. We lift once more. This time the branch comes off the floor a considerable amount. Hunter grunts under the weight, definitely bearing a lot more of the load than me. He manages to get a few words out. Gary, towards window. We start to move towards the window, taking it slow. With each step, I feel the weight start to press down harder and harder. I glance at Hunter, dismayed by his quick, ragged breathing. I do my best to support the added weight, but I can't sustain it for long. Put down. I feel him add a little extra force for a moment, almost in defiance. Then his eyes shoot open, and I feel the branch start to come down on my shoulder. Now! He finally gives in, and we let the branch fall to the floor, both getting out of the way just in time. Shit.
Yeah, it's...
The raccoon rotates his forearm gingerly, clearly hurting. Hey, are you okay? I get closer to him to get a look, but he scoots away from me. Yeah, I'm fine. We still have to get this branch out. Before he can continue, I butt in. But you're hurt. We need to grab help. Let's go get Theo. I said I'm okay. I just have to position myself better. I push back more firmly this time. No, we are not doing this ourselves. You're obviously in a lot of pain. I promise I'm alright. I just need to warm up a little and hurt yourself even more? We're getting Theo now. He opens his mouth to argue further, but ultimately stays quiet. Come on, let's go. I say softly, beckoning him forward. As we leave,
when their strength isn't enough.
Bruh. As we leave, I turn to make sure he's still following me. He looks defeated. He's definitely still in pain. Hey, do you need anything? Pain meds, hot patches? I'm fine. Let's just get Theo. His voice comes out concerningly flat. The trek upstairs feels painfully long. I raise my paw to knock on Theo's door, and for a moment, it simply hangs in the air. Ruff, what is Ruff? I feel like Ruff is like trying to rage bait everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deep breath, Leo. Theo? No response. I knock one more time. Hey, Theo, we need you. My voice sounds scratchy and strange, like it belongs to someone else. In just a few moments, I hear a gruff. Be right there. I hear a rustle of blankets, a shuffle of clothes, a light bump, and a hushed curse. And then the door opens. What's wrong? I glance at Hunter, then back at the worried Theo. It's the den. A branch fell down. I fell and broke one of the windows. Theo's sleepy eyes jolt open, electricity running through his frame. How bad is it? He starts storming down the hallway, not waiting for an answer. Exactly, Gaby, exactly. It's not great. We already cleared out most of the den and only the tree branch. I stop explaining, just trying to keep up with the fox, Hunter trailing lamely behind us both. Theo stops only a moment to notice the plants neatly stacked on the couches before he continues to the den. I can feel the cold seeping into the hallway as we approach the door. He throws it open and storms inside. Theo's eyes follow the gnarled fork of the intruding branch up to its shattered base. He winces with real pain, as if it had pierced him instead. We got rid of the broken glass on the floor and moved all the plants out. Just the branch is left. Just the branch? He repeats hollowly. He fixes us with a wild gaze, already moving back out the door. I'll need your help. Let me grab gloves. He runs out the den, giving me another chance to nudge Hunter. Hey, Hunter. You haven't said anything in a while. He gives me a dull, opaque look. I'm just tired. I suppose I'll give it a rest for now. He's not offering anything else at the moment. Theo re-enters the room with gloves on and thrusts 2 more hairs into my arms. Put these on, both of you. I consider mentioning Hunter's injury to Theo, but the raccoon is already sliding his gloves on. He looks to Theo, appearing to be waiting for directions. Despite it all, it seems like Hunter still wants to help. I decide to keep quiet. This should be easier with 3 people anyway. Alright, I'm going to need one of you outside. I'll go. Hunter replies, already halfway out the door. Theo watches him leave, a frantic parade of complex emotions crossing his face. Whatever his thoughts are, he doesn't reveal them. He merely turns to me and says, Alright, you and I will push, he will pull. Hunter, now on the other side of the broken window, motions to us. 1, 2, 3! We get into position, and with Theo's added strength, move the branch completely outside. Hunter disappears from view without a word. Theo sighs deeply, some of the tension finally leaving his shoulders. He turns to me and stiffly asks, Is he alright? I can't come up with a convincing lie, so I just nod. He doesn't look it. He's just tired. We're all tired. Some of Hunter's dull annoyance bleeds into my voice, I quickly add, but we're okay. We just want to help you fix this. He opens his mouth to respond, but closes it again as Hunter re-enters the room. Thanks, you too. Now we just have to patch up the window. His flinty eyes flick between Hunter and me, then back to the mess of shattered glass. Something in them softens. You know what? I have this covered. His tone is gruff, but not unkind. Why don't you rest a bit? Why don't you two rest a bit? You did great work moving everything out. Hunter opens his mouth to interject, but I beat him to it. Thanks, Theo. I think we'll do just that. The raccoon and I wordlessly head for the living room, leaving Theo to his work. He plops down onto a couch next to one of the plants. Should I sit next to him? I sit on a different sofa. He lets out a soft sigh, then pulls out his phone. Hunter? He looks up at me. Thanks for coming so quickly. He puts on a smile for me, but it feels empty. Don't worry about it. We sit quietly for a while, accompanied by soft clicking sounds from his phone. What game is that? He replies without looking up. Chess? Chess? Huh? That's a surprise. He certainly doesn't seem like a chess player. But either way, I don't think he wants to talk about it right now. I pull out my own phone, my exhaustion slowly catching up to me. Bits and pieces of my dream return to me as we sit. It doesn't feel right to broach the topic now, though. Some mindless scrolling later, I glance back up at him. He's still clicking away at his chess game, his injured arm resting on the other as he plays. I see an opening for some kind of conversation. Hey, I think I saw some pain meds in the kitchen yesterday. Do you... I begin raising a question, then adjust. Let me grab some for you. Hunter puts his phone down. That sounds good. I am but a pawn waiting to be taken away by a tall king. Me too, Ruff! Me too! You are so correct! Wait, that was so good. This time, I don't get a smile, but I can see some of his familiar warmth in his eye. A little sign of gratitude. A thank you, without all the words. I excuse myself to the kitchen. The little stove clock reads 6:15, but it feels like I've been up for hours. I can make out a beginning of a sunrise through the kitchen window. I zone out for a moment, entranced by the gentle light. Then, some faint chest clicking from the living room reminds me of my task. I start to rifle through Theo's cabinets for the meds, moving with urgency. I don't feel like leaving Hunter alone, even for a short time. Before long, I find them and return to the living room. Hunter is still seated where I left him, though he's not on his phone anymore. I clear my throat to announce my presence before approaching him. Here, it just says to take 2. I hand him a glass of water. Thank you, Leo.
An empty stomach?
Huh?
That's terrible for your stomach.
Still
If you
no...
take most pain meds, if you take them without food, then it damages your stomach lining.
Oh my. Still no smile, but I'll take what I can get. As he takes the meds, I make myself as comfortable as I can on the couch next to him. Does it still hurt a lot? Before he answers, I add be honest, please. No sugarcoating. So we're taking Theodore's meds without asking before. He probably wouldn't mind, dude! Your mouse on his...
If it's OTC, then it's fine. If it's prescription, then I might be very concerned.
It's like he's getting booped endlessly. Exactly, he's getting booped endlessly. That gets him thinking. He hesitates to answer for a minute, then he exhales. Yes, it still does. But I think the meds will help. I nod. My conversations with Hunter have never been this stale. But at least I'm getting him to talk. Do you want to chat about anything? I'm okay, I think. Can we just sit? Of course. He's definitely holding back. Maybe the living room is too open of a space for him to talk. Hey, would you be more comfortable in your room? He nods and gets up. And are you opposed to having company? I remind him again. Honestly, you can tell me no. I think I'd like that. Yeah. Progress. At least he doesn't have to hate having me around right now. Forcing some energy into my voice, I get up and motion him forward. Lead the way, then. I situate myself on the floor and he takes the bed. Almost immediately, he's on his phone again. Chess sounds playing aloud. I want so badly to ask him what's wrong, but it doesn't feel like the right time. More chess clicks fill the otherwise silent room. A different sound effect plays. Did you win? No, that was a check. A what? It's when you put your opponent's king in danger. Is that good for you? It depends. Sometimes you do it to win. That's called a checkmate. He makes another move on his phone. Other times, you do it out of desperation, when your king is exposed. It usually draws dangerous pieces away from your own king, and keeps him safe, temporarily.
Foreshadowing.
Shh. I see an opportunity for some conversation. And the king is the most important piece?
Yes.
Important is one way to describe him. He sits up in bed, still concentrating on his game. My king is in danger, where's Oliver? Bah. He's a liability to his army. Once he's cornered, the game is over. Yet, they still do everything they can to protect him. He pauses.
Okay, can I just interject here? Can I just interject?
What?
How does Leo not know how does Leo not know chess? At the very least,
He
the
probably
premise of
does. He's
chess-
probably like,
just acting stupid. I don't know, I
yes,
think
to
that-
add a conversation. The king gets control.
Seems
Well, I
like
guess
simple.
they don't get. Well, I guess they don't get a choice. The king gets to control what happens to them. Despite all that, you realize just how vulnerable he is, even after your first few games. I get the feeling he isn't just talking about chess. Oh, oops! I get the feeling he isn't he isn't just talking about chess. A different sound plays, and that's a checkmate. For you? He nods and puts his phone down. I needed that. How do you play? Well, the game revolves around keeping your king safe and making threats against the other player's king. Like
Don't
I
act
said,
dumb to make conversation that's actually so ick. True. Truth bomb.
the first person to corner the other kings with no recourse wins. I see a small spark in his eyes for the first time today. Here, it might be easier to explain if you have this app. He hops off the bed and joins me on the floor, showing me his phone's home screen and pointing to a chess icon. Tick tock, tick tock. Guys, is it me or is promises to keep like a little laggy?
I think it says you're streaming it to me and to Twitch, but
Okay.
I mean, it just kind of is what it is. If you have anything else running in the background, I would close it. Hey!
In this and in this situation, you can't move your knight. It's stuck defending your king. And
Dude.
moving it would put your king in danger, which isn't allowed. It is the stream. It is the Discord stream, dude.
Okay, so here's what you do. Okay, you reduce the frame rate and you reduce the quality to where I can still read it.
How do I do 1440? Heck no. Custom, you're getting freaking 15 FPS and 720.
It's a text-based game. I just have to be able to read it. I don't
Okay, there
need
we go.
it to
That should be fine.
look like freaking 4K ultra.
Look, guys, the hunter stream, the hunter music is out. Okay, that's called a pin. When your pieces are restricted because moving them would expose your king to danger. You're not allowed to move your king into danger or check. Guys, I'm good at chess. Trust. Ruff, remember when we played chess and I absolutely destroyed you? You blundered your queen. And when
How do you blunder your queen? What the fuck?
and when your opponent uses
How
a
do you
piece,
manage that?
and when your opponent uses a piece to put you into check, your king needs to move away or command a piece to shield himself from the attack.
It's like the one piece you want to keep alive.
I blink and try to wrap my head around it all. I'm 2-1 against you? What are you talking about? I'm happy to see Hunter perk up a little, but I wasn't prepared for a 3-hour-long chess masterclass. Okay, wait. It took you 3 hours to get to learn what a pin is? You know what? Okay, you're being what's it called? You're being thorough. Okay, so what are my options now? We only played one time, Ruff, after. I beat you, and then we played one more game, and then you beat me. What do you mean 2-1? Well, your knight and king are stuck where they are, but you can move elsewhere on the board. Refocus your efforts. I genuinely do remember the other game. Before I can respond, I feel a yawn coming on. Hunter, let's run out too. But it might be easier if we just play a game. We've just been talking strategy in theory, but playing a game is the best way to learn. Here, I'll send you a challenge request on the app. I get a notification. Is it chess.com? I get a notification from the app. His profile features a silly picture of him dressed up in some costume. As I accept the request and the game begins, I remember the notification from him that I woke up to. Oh, by the way, I thought the pic you sent last night was cute. Oh, that? I figured you'd like it. I swear I see his cheeks glow a little, but he buries himself in his phone before I get to look properly. Play me every stream off. You're playing as white, so you get the first move. Okay. I love Hunter so much. I'm gonna say I love Rob. No, I love Hunter.
To the center of the board? Oh, that's like the worst possible move.
Trying to remember what Hunter just taught me about opening a chess game, I move one of my paws in the center of the board. What do you mean that's the worst possible move? That's a good move. What are you talking about?
Going right to the center is not good.
Yes, it is. The fundamental is you want to get the center already. Like, I have that effect on people.
No.
Rough. Too much of an ego. You gotta sit down.
No, it's really not.
He grins a little. Girl, you don't even play chess. He grins a little.
Seems
like I wasn't a terrible teacher after all. No, you weren't. Although it's only been one move. I wince as I say that. Hunter doesn't need to. Hunter doesn't need that reminder right now. Let's see. He makes his first move, challenging my pawn. I instinctively take his pawn off the board with mine, and he immediately responds by moving a bigger piece across the board. Probably got the knight. Oh, that's the bishop. Diagonal moves only? He nods. Very good! Okay, what's my next move? I remember him saying that moving the horse-shaped pieces early in the game is a good strategy. And protecting my king is good too. Given those facts, I make my move. He makes another move pretty quickly, bringing out another important piece. And this piece? I think hard. The queen! The one that can move in any direction, right? He nods happily. I think carefully about my next move. Maybe another horse move? I could even make a threat against his queen with that idea. Content with my thought process, I make my move. Then, with a confident tap, he catapults his queen straight towards my king. My phone buzzes and a "you lose" screen appears. Ah, what? That wasn't even 5 moves. And you only took away a pawn from me. How is that a win? Well, you see... He probably blundered checkmate. Or, not smothered checkmate. After a quick explanation, I realized that the chess was in fact not lying to me about Hunter being the victor. Yes, use the horse. Then Raccoon begins discussing what happened in the game and the moves he would have made in my place. And just because you can take a piece doesn't mean you should, especially if there's a piece guarding it, ready to take revenge. I get it, I think. Truthfully, all I got was that chess was far too complex for a game for me. Anyway, we can play more over the next few days. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I pause. To an unknowing passerby, it seems like Hunter was back to normal. Whatever that meant. Hunter grins and hops back on his bed, just laying there now. So, what got you into this game anyway? It seems like you know so much about it. Oh, nothing in particular. I just think it's neat, it's all. Fun to play. You said you're on the college team, right? Did you start playing then? He hesitates. No. Actually, I started when I was a kid. I can tell he's less than enthused about telling the story. Hey, sorry, we don't have to talk about it. no, it's okay. My parents got me into chess when I was really little. I played it for a while, but managed to weasel out of it after middle school. He chuckles dryly. Well, it's different from his usual laugh. The game room was probably my least favorite room in the house. We didn't have any fun game consoles. We didn't even have a TV. So, it was just a chessboard in the room. Well, that and a few board games. Only the intellectual stuff. Those 64 squares felt suffocating sometimes. Did they make you play against your will? No, it wasn't that. They just had me play against people who were much, much better than me. Watching the inevitable advance of your opponents towards your king, it's one of the worst feelings. You throw all your pieces in front of him, but one by one, they all fall. There's no way to exert control over a chess game against a master. The atmosphere feels eerily similar to our couch a few hours ago. I see. I'm glad that it's something you enjoy now, though. Yeah. I took a much-needed break from chess in high school and got back into it in college. My teammates are much friendlier to challenge, and I feel like I'm actually learning from them, rather than just being beaten to the ground. I have so many questions about his parents, his childhood. Remnants of my dreams come back to me, and it takes every bit of restraint not to ask how accurate it was to his real life. That raccoon lets out a sigh. I'm sorry, Leo. My ears perk up. Hey, no need to apologize. I should, though. I've been a drag the whole morning. I know. It's just... I don't want to get into that right now. But I appreciate you. Of course, Hunter. Don't mention it. For some reason, I feel like I'm actually for some reason, it finally feels like I'm talking to the real Hunter. Now that I thought his jolly nature and energy was disingenuous, of course. But being here with him, I can't help but think that those parts of his personality show so little of who he is. His worries, his anxieties, his upbringing, what hides behind the mask. I spread out on the floor, making myself more comfortable. I look up at the raccoon, but he seems to be preoccupied with another chess game. Hey, Hunter? Yeah? Win it for the both of us. That earns me a gentle, teasing smile. You bet I will. I rest my head on my arms, my lack of sleep really catching up to me. My shallow slumber is filled with visions of chess pieces gliding across the board. Rough.
That was cool. Yeah.
Hunter, the king, stands opposite my own king. I blink and find myself in my king's square. His army starts to part around him, exposing him as he sits on his throne. My own pieces begin moving out of my way, opening a single file line leading me directly to Hunter. I reach one paw out to the king, his brow furrowed deep in thought, head resting on paw. He looks up and we make eye contact. Nothing between us. No chess pieces, no walls. He looks surprised. But as quickly as our eyes meet, his pieces recoil, moving and obstructing my view of the raccoon. His queen, his rooks, they all gather in front of him, guarding their leader at his command. Gaby. And soon, only the lonely crown around one of his ears is visible behind his army. Hunter, you don't need to hide from me. I blink once more. Hunter's familiar ceiling is there to greet me. I sit up, then realize I'm in his bed. Shit, I didn't ask. I start to throw his comforter off, but I stop myself. Wait, I fell asleep on the floor. He must have tucked me into his bed after I passed out. I exhale and lie back on the mattress. I give his room a once-over. Everything seems to be where it belongs, but Hunter isn't anywhere in sight. I let myself sit for a bit longer, then begrudgingly get up. Hunter seemed okay earlier, but I still want to check up on him. Descending the stairs, I spot Hunter and Ollie on the couch. Here it is, Rob. As I approach the two of them, the raccoon notices me immediately and perks up. Hey, hey! Look who it is! His voice comes out, the most energetic it's been all day. Ollie turns and waves.
Oh wait, sorry, I was looking at my phone.
Bah!
Hey, I was looking at my phone. I don't know what to tell you, dude. All right. Hey, Leo. You're just in time. We're about to grab a bite to eat. Okay, that's not what I used to do before. That's fine. Artemis threw a quick pasta dish together.
The three of us, admittedly an odd bunch, serves ourselves and quickly settle in at the dining table. My stomach reminds me that I haven't eaten food all day, and I immediately start wolfing down the food. So, where's Artie?
He's out with Theo, grabbing some wooden boards to fix up the den window. They patched it up temporarily, but the boards are a better solution, at least until the storm's over. Oh, I was meaning to ask, what happened this morning? I got the rundown, sort of, but the two of them ran out the door.
I shoot a glance at Hunter, half expecting him to re-enter his slump.
Fly, Fox.
But he seems to be okay. Oh, whoa!
A dumb bunny.
Haha! Hi, haha! What's up? Thank you for the follow. What's up? What's up, haha? I love that name. In fact, the smile on his face tells an entirely different story from this morning. Oh, it's not much to worry about. The tree in the yard outside broke the den's window overnight, but we were able to patch it up temporarily. No biggie. Ollie cracks his claw together as he listens to the raccoon.
Oh, that's good. I could tell Theo was rattled by the situation, but you were sleeping there, Leo, so I want to make sure you are alright too.
Confused, I try to discreetly study Hunter's expression as he eats.
Leo?
Hi, haha. Ooh, this looks cool. Well, why, thank you. It is promises to keep, and it's really good. You should get into it. But hey, what's up? How are you doing, haha? So focused on Hunter, I don't realize Ollie catching my name until he repeats it. Ralph the Glazer. Huh?
Literally.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm okay. Just glad that we were able to find a temporary fix for it.
Right, and it must have been a pain getting the tree branch out of the room. How bad was the damage?
Maybe when I get internet, I should play. Is this, haha, is this dummy? Is this Loggy? Is this dummy? Yes, it is! Oh my god. Hi, dummy. Hi! My eyes dart back to Hunter, but he replies without missing a beat. I really hope this is dummy. Haha, are you dummy or are you, I'm sorry if you, Oh, it wasn't a huge deal, Leo. Theo, Leo, and I got got it without too much struggle. Who's that? Oh, I'm sorry, haha, my bad. I didn't mean to. I thought. And it's all fixed. And it's all be fixed soon. And it'll all be fixed soon. Sorry, haha. It's one of my other friends have I think the same username, and I thought that you two were the same people, but I don't think so. But yeah, maybe when you get internet, you should play. My apologies, haha. I could almost hear him straining to get the last words out with gusto. Ollie looks at him, but then at me.
Right. That's really good to hear.
Dino lowers his gaze to his plate, pointedly redirecting his attention to his meal. I pick up my plate, still trying to glean any amount of information from Hunter's face. The raccoon's tail swishes back and forth mechanically, seemingly under manual control. I looks up and breaks the silence.
Also, Leo, I think Theo was saying that he need to figure out other sleeping accommodations for you, especially because the den repairs are just temporarily. Have you given it any thought yet?
That's a good point. I'm not sure about... He can stay with me! I got tons of room! Ollie and I exchange glances. While I'm certainly grateful, I can't say I was expecting Hunter to offer that to me.
Wow, that's really kind of you, Hunter.
But haha, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Nah, it's no problem. The Raccoon gets up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm stuffed. He deposits his plate in the sink, then turns to address us. I can see the edge of his mask start to unravel. If you two will excuse me, I'm going to be resting in my room. He clears the room rather quickly, leaving the two of us in an awkward silence. Ollie glances over at me, but doesn't press.
Okay, well, if we're done here, maybe we could check out the den. I haven't actually seen the repairs yet.
Right, sure. You're just too happy. The den is surprisingly temperate. Not suitable for sleep, but not as chattering as it was this morning. The window appears to be well patched, with layers of curtains, plastic trash bags, and duct tape.
This doesn't look bad at all, actually.
Doing good, just being a dummy head, teehee. Hi, dummy. I freaking knew it. Hi, dummy. That's good to hear. He walks around the room, expecting the seats in the bookshelf.
I was expecting it to be in much greater disarray, honestly. But you guys did a good job this morning.
It was nothing, really. Much easier with more paws on deck.
I'm sure. Hey, is Hunter okay? He just felt a lot different just now compared to the last 2 days.
I freeze.
I mean, obviously I haven't known him for long, but it's just a vibe, I guess.
Ollie's just a considerate, kind, caring, gentle, gorgeous, smart. Okay. How do I answer this question?
Leo?
Oh, And in that moment, I feel the mask over my own two eyes. The gaze of my raptor companions send me to the packed stands in my dream. I look down at my two paws, my familiar silver grape.
Sly Fox.
Oh, played by Darcy. Oh my gosh.
Not a dumb bunny.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh my god. Dummy, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. I'm getting that back, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I blink once more and I'm back in the den. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't be. Dude, I'm like too giddy right now. I'm not sure. I think he's okay. I wince. That was probably some of my worst lying I've ever done. Ollie isn't stupid, Leo. Who disassociates in the middle of a lie anyway? His eyes see right through me. So that's what that button does. Okay, thank you. But he still doesn't press.
Oh, I see. Okay then.
He turns and looks more closely at the bookshelf, clearly looking for a way to change the subject.
Theo has quite the collection, don't you think? I'm glad none of it was subjected to the elements for too long.
Yeah, I am too. This feels like such a good reading spot. I felt bad that Theo gave it up for me to sleep in. I try to shake off my daydream as I stand there with Ollie.
Oh, I don't think he minded, really. It seemed like he'd much rather you use the room than him, honestly. He's really just the giving type, I think, hosting all of us here on a whim without any hesitation.
I look up at the patched window, remembering the strenuous branch removal. The last of the morning's adrenaline wears off, quickly replaced by familiar guilt. It seems my bad luck followed me here. Now Hunter has to give up his private space. How did I end up being such a burden on everyone? And now there's a huge hole in his house. I cover my mouth, not meaning to blurt that out. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Hey, Leo?
The dino scurries up to me, eyes full of worry.
You know this wasn't your fault, right? You couldn't have predicted this would happen.
I suppose that's true. Oh, it's okay, Leo. Exactly. But Hunter certainly seemed prepared for a crisis. The way he trianged the situation without any hesitation. Almost like he expected it. The memory of a chill wind ripples through my clothes. I shiver once, a stiff, violent shake.
Leo. Look at me, please.
With a monumental effort, I meet Ollie's deep blue eyes. I can tell it's just as much of an effort for him as it is for me.
It seems like you're really stuck in your own head right now. I know that's not always a nice place to be. Come back here, okay? To the den.
Take off the mask. I'm here. Sorry, Ollie. I hold back a sarcastic laugh. I was the one telling Hunter not to apologize just hours ago.
Hey, it's okay. I know that it's been a really stressful morning for you. Do you want to take a seat in the kitchen again? I'll put on some tea.
I nod. Yeah, I think I'd like that. Is this new? In spending this morning trying to take care of Hunter, I didn't realize how much I needed some care too. Exhaling, I followed the dino out of the den. Wait, Ruff, is this new? I don't remember this part. We both get resituated at the dining table. Ollie prepares 2 mugs of tea and joins me.
We don't have to talk or anything, by the way. I'm content just sitting here with you.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry for being weird earlier. Ollie shrugs.
I'm always weird. I don't mind if you are too.
I take a sip from my mug, letting the warm drink calm me a little. It's just been a complicated morning.
Does Hunter have anything to do with it?
Yes, he's done beating around the bush. This is not new. I remember this. Fair enough. Yeah, a little.
Okay, I thought as much. What do you think is up?
I'm honestly not sure. I consider my next words carefully. I know Ollie means well, but I'm not sure I feel comfortable sharing Hunter's secrets. The few I could coax out of him anyway. The tree branch this morning gave us a lot more trouble than he let on. Ollie nods.
I could tell.
I let out a sigh. And he injured himself a little while trying to get the branches out. Just the two of us. But I don't think that's the problem. Actually, I don't even know what the problem is.
It's pretty obvious what the problem is.
I pause and look up at the raptor. His azure eyes are wide, brimming with patient curiosity. After he hurt himself this morning, he's just been in this funk. I got him out of it for a few hours, but now it feels like he's just overcompensating for it right now. I wish he'd just tell me what's wrong. Problem solving is easier when you know what the problem is, you know. Ollie looks down at his drink for a moment, then looks back at me with a sideways gaze.
Can I offer my thoughts?
Of course.
I don't know exactly what's going on, obviously, but we haven't talked very much, but Hunter does seem like a great guy.
Ollie picks out one of his claws, staring into his steaming mug.
I can tell that he's hurting, even if I can't say why.
He pauses to think, then continues.
And sometimes you can't just fix pain like that. It's not that simple. I mean, you can treat physical pain, of course, but I don't think that's his main concern.
Ollie pauses again, marshaling his thoughts.
I would just take it slow with him, especially when you don't know all the details. It seems like he trusts you, so he'll tell you where it hurts when the time is right. Just don't be afraid of silence. Sometimes it's okay to let a conversation breathe. If that makes sense.
Truthfully, I didn't have heart-to-heart with Ollie on my bingo card when I first met him. Exactly, haha. There's clearly much more to this dino than meets the eye. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Thank you, Ollie. You're incredibly perceptive, by the way. I'm not great at hiding how I'm feeling, but it seems like you clocked Hunter before I did. And him saying clocked,
Oh,
the dino goes red.
I guess it's just easy for me to tune into others emotionally. I always got my finger on the pulse of a room, just, out of habit. I hope that isn't creepy or anything.
I give him a smile. No, it isn't. I really appreciate it, seriously. He does a bad job of hiding his embarrassment behind his claws, mumbling in response.
It's nothing, really.
Oh, okay, Ollie is pretty cute too. Everyone in this freaking thing is cute. I love everyone. Hunter is my favorite though. His phone goes off in his hoodie pocket and he hops up from his seat.
Oh, I completely forgot. I'm hosting a game night in a few minutes.
Shush, Raph. He fuses halfway to the door and turns back to me.
Will you be okay down here?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just chilling.
Okay. I'm sorry. We'll talk more later, I promise.
He half exits again and then turns and scurries over to the snack cupboard.
I just need some fuel for the session.
After selecting a few brightly colored bags of chips and a couple soda
D&D
cans, he turns to me, probably.
Hey, Leo, good luck. I know you'll figure it out.
Thank you, Ollie. The dino waves and wanders out of the kitchen with his snack. No, we're not banishing Hunter. I take a quick glance at my phone. It's still early evening, but I'm not in the mood to hang out with anyone else right now. I guess I should retreat to Hunter's room, assuming he's okay with me being there. Passing by the
It's
living
pretty
room,
obvious he
I
is.
remember to grab the air mattress on my blankets. I make it up to Hunter's door, setting down the air mattress to knock. I hesitate for a moment. I almost consider just going back downstairs and setting up camp there. Then I think back to my dream, the lonely king atop his throne. When we made eye contact, through his mixed emotions, I can sense some semblance of hope. Behind his mask, I could see some belief that maybe he could learn to open up to someone else and that they would try to understand. I raise my paw to the door and give him a firm knock. Who is it? I clear my throat. It's me. Come in. As I enter the room, I see Hunter sprawled out on the bed, looking up at the ceiling. Hey, just wanted to check in. He nods wordlessly, still focused on the spinning ceiling fan. How are you holding up? I'm okay, I think. He still seems deflated, though I think I prefer that to his overly jolly facade. Just tired from the day is all. That makes two of us. I study his reactions to my joke, but he doesn't seem to have one. I realize that I'm still standing in the doorway. Oh, hey, were you really okay with me staying here tonight? I really don't mind staying in the living room. I know that it's been a long day. He lets out a sigh and sits up. Yeah, I really don't mind. Company isn't the worst idea right now. Alright, thank you, Hunter, really. I start pulling in the air mattress and my belongings, setting everything up on the floor. Hey, Leo. I jump a little at the mention of my name. What's up? I'm sorry. Again. Hey, there's no need to be sorry. Well, I did just ditch you and Ollie down there. And we didn't think of anything of it, I promise. I know, but I guess I feel like... I sit on my air mattress as quietly as possible, waiting for Hunter to continue. I feel like I need to play things up around people, you know? I know it was weird of me to walk out on you guys like that, but I couldn't keep it up. The energy, I mean. I love being the life of the party. I love bringing spirit to a room. But it's hard to do it all the time. I'm sure this is all true, but I can't help but feel there's more he's not telling me. And I feel like it's just become expected of me. Hunter is a fun, jolly dude. Always, no matter what. The conversation reaches a lull, and I ask my burning question. Hey, was any of this related to us moving the tree branch this morning? It's just, everything seems fine, even when we were cleaning up the den. But once we couldn't get that branch out. He looks at me quietly. I can tell he's trying to formulate a response. I can sense him calculating behind his mask. He doesn't reply for a while. I almost cave, wanting to burst into apologies and call my inquiry off. But Ollie's advice grounds me. Let the conversation breathe, Leo. Yeah, a little. My arm doesn't hurt much anymore, but the pain this morning, it just sent me back to a bad place. He takes a deep breath. I'm past it now, but it still haunts me. Can I tell you the full story another time? It takes every bit of restraint not to press him further. When it's time, I'll know. Of course. Thank you for trusting me. For feeling like you can let your guard down around me, even a little. A small Hunter smile. Somehow this one feels more genuine. Hey, I knew you were a good dude when we met. And Rofi's given you a glowing recommendation. So, there's no need to thank me. The room goes quiet once more, though the air isn't as stiff as before. Is there anything I can do for you right now? Anything at all? I could really use a hug. I take that as my cue to get up, opening my arms for him. Come here, Hunter. He gets off his bed, shuffling over to me with slow, cautious steps. He leans in for a hug. For a second, I get a good close-up look at his golden eyes. Dude, I literally went through this before. Why am I tearing up? They shine back at me with the beginning of tears, filled with vulnerable hope. Dude, I literally read this before. Why am I tearing up right now? Dude!
Cute. Because it's cute. Also, I like how we're just talking about banishing me in your chat and you're getting emotional over a hug.
Guys, I wrap my arms around him tightly, rubbing my head against his shoulder. I run my paws up and down his back. Though we don't exchange words, I don't think my message could be any clearer. You're safe here with me, Hunter. We stand there for an eternity in each other's presence. Then I feel him slowly leave our embrace. He sniffles a little, wiping his nose with a paw. Then he sits back down his bed, panning the spot next to him. Join me? Anytime. We sit and he leans his head on my shoulder. It's some kind of citrus today. Oranges? I feel him chuckle. The vibrations of his laugh through my shoulder are comforting. Spot on. Told you I'd change it up for you. Where'd you even find the time? Oh! I can't keep this up. Where'd you even find the time to put cologne on? Well, it was before I came downstairs this morning. Amidst the chaos and exhaustion, he kept his promise to me. And it'll be something different tomorrow? That's the plan. That's the plan. Do you just walk around with like a million different cologne scents in your luggage? A gangsta gotta cry a little sometimes. It's okay. They're small bottles. A cute travel kit, if you will. You gotta show me sometime. I will. I'm also in serious need of sleep. He gives me a gentle cheek nuzzle, then lays down. I feel you there. I start to get off his bed, but I am interrupted. Hey, don't be silly. This mattress is much comfier than the air mattress. Come and cuddle! If, you'd like that. I'll admit, hearing Hunter hesitate is cute. I'd love that. I smile, rising from the bed only to hit the light switch. I slick my way through the darkness to rejoin him in bed. Hey, if I pass out in the next 5 seconds, apologies in advance. I'll be right behind you. I curl up and he snuggles up behind me, wrapping his arms around my chest. Well, actually, I'm behind you. Very funny. He lets out a soft, gentle, warm laugh. A comfortable one. I never thought I could miss the sound of someone's laugh so much. Let alone someone I only just met. Good night, Leo. Good night, Hunter. He squeezes me gently, and I'm surrounded by the scent of oranges once again. Before long, I can hear him snoring quietly. And true to my word, I'm right behind him as we drift off together. Guys, that is
Dude,
where
Autobot is
the story stops. This is the new part. This is day 4. 1 hour and 36 minutes. Okay.
Dude, I keep getting auto modded. I keep saying like this is really gay. I just get auto modded.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Good evening, sir. We've been expecting you. A gentle professional welcome, a mechanical click, and the swift turn of a handle. A door swings open in front of me. Soft, golden lamplight pours from within, granting shape and color to the endless void. And to me as well. In its stifling, gilded warmth, I feel a strange premonition of tragedy. Come now, don't dawdle. Don't dawdle. You've been so eager to see what's inside. The door
I'm sorry,
open
you
for you.
mispronouncing that. It's funny
Gosh.
shit to me. I'm sorry.
I step across the threshold. Yeah! I'm so excited for this. Okay. Time for leave psychical? Yeah. And find myself in the foyer of a richly decorated house. I blink rapidly, eyes adjusting from the darkness outside. A number of finely dressed staff glide about like pieces on a board, dusting and polishing and arranging and rearranging their movements calculate and precise. They take no notice of me. Eyes sliding over me without catching. A butler carrying a broom bustles past. Close enough that I instinctively step aside, bracing myself against a fine wooden mantel. A fireplace, framed by panels of dark brown oak with blinding gold trim, tinted metalwork, ornamenting the cold, empty hearth. Here. Oh my god, okay. I need to focus. First. Feeling a distinct chill, I cast my gaze elsewhere, to the nearby dining room. I wander to the head of the table and look out over its expanse, marking the rich mahogany surface, freshly polished, the burnished silver candelabra, and the plush, neatly arranged chairs, all tucked cozily against the wood. Except one. The chair at the opposite head sits farther back than the others, looking expectantly towards me. Waiting. Well, it seems to ask, aren't you going to have a seat? The main course is about to be served. I cross the room and sink into the chair's embrace. And now it is my turn to wait. Very good of you to join us today. A voice from behind startles me. I spin around, but no one is there. Whoa! When I turn back, a silver dome rests on the table, directly in front of me. For you, sir. The voice echoes once more from nowhere, the primly suited staff now gone without a trace. I lift the dome to reveal a book. For Hunter, the cover reads in perfect cursive. How could I resist when it was placed here just for me? I opened the diary to the first page. 05/01/17. To my dearest.
May 1st, 2017.
There are so many things to say, and only so much time to say it all, and only so many pages in this book. While I am able to, however, I will write. Please find a list of important phone numbers below. The rest of the page is filled with names of financial advisors, accountants, and lawyers. What an odd way to start a diary. It almost feels like. I turn to the next page, the rustle of paper now the only sound in the world. Tax returns from the last 5 fiscal years are now in my old leather briefcase. Surely you remember the one I mean? You'll find it in the upstairs study next to the bookshelf. I'll try my hardest to keep them current, as they may prove useful. You will also find a complete list of assets in the filing cabinet by the desk. Birth and marriage certificates will be in the master bedroom in the safe next to the desk. The code is your birthday. The rest of the page follows similarly. Instructions and directions to the esoteric items carefully swirled throughout the house. In a strange way, it feels like a scavenger hunt with safes and drawers instead of cryptically marked trees and legal documents in place of prizes. And duty in place of whimsy. I glaze to the final page of the entry. I hope this can start to make up all of the things I couldn't teach you. More to come. After such an avalanche of technical jargon, those last few words thrum with sorrow. They hang in the air, dangling, heavy with regret. I turn the page. Oh my gosh, what's happening? May 1st, 2018. The writing is starting to look a bit disordered now. The crisp, neat cursive letters jostling each other for space. It's getting harder to read. I've decided to start winding down operations. The market for artificial valves has been stagnant, and health devices as a whole have been downtrending. Normally, I try to ride this out. My staff is quite knowledgeable, and I trust their expense. But I don't think my head is what it used to be. I know it isn't. The next bit of text is a few lines down the page. I realized I had promised to teach you, yet a year has passed since my last entry. So how about a lesson? Normally, the amount of income you can put in your retirement fund for tax protection is... It gets more complex from there. I skim over the next few pages, unable to really follow the subject matter. My paws are beginning to itch. Essentially, you end up conserving a lot more a lot more capital for later use than you are usually able. It's something my father taught me, and something he'd want me to pass down to you. My heart swells with pride as I read the kind of pride a parent feels seeing their child ride a bicycle for the first time. I don't expect significant financial trouble, but it's always important to minimize risk. You must learn these lessons if our family is to remain prosperous. The next line is bold, underlined, and traced over multiple times. Unfortunately, in this world, money is loud, and we need to make sure we can always be heard. More empty lines, and then, you are a remarkable hunter. A miracle. I don't think anyone has told you that nearly enough. What's happening? The once gentle light spreads and harshens, like roots shaking through the soil, like brass veins running through flesh. Oh my god, this is a... Dude, that's his birthday. 050119. May 1st, whatever his birth year is. This is his birthday. His parents are writing back to him, and his parents don't even say I love you to him. That's why this light is like, he's becoming more and more what's it called? I'm getting it. It's like the Rofi thingy. Messier writing, but I can still make out all the words. It has been far too long since my last entry, I think. Hoping. It's graduation season as I write this. I see balloon and flower vendors on every street corner. It's hard to believe you'll be going away so soon. Is this Hunter or is this Kodiak? And even harder to believe you won't be studying business. Jokes aside, I'm proud of you. I wanted to put this in writing while thought still sticks in my head. A few lines of space. I hope you don't resent us for raising you like we did. This is his parents. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. We were always so busy and so focused on work, and yet you're turning out to be a fine young man, nonetheless. I will miss you, Hunter. I blink away, a tear. Brilliant flashes of color blurring and flowering through my misty eyes. There it is. Oh my gosh, look at him. When did it get so bright? 05 blah 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 220. The entries continue to get shorter. It feels like I'm running out of time. I have to keep reminding myself of how long it's been since I last saw you. I keep expecting to see you around the corner. I keep thinking I hear your voice. I have to keep reminding myself. What? D? I saw you on TV. You were so great. And one final entry before the sea of empty white. The data sits alone atop a perfectly blank page. That's it then. He cut off information? He cut off ties? But the TV, isn't that Kodiak? The glow washes over me, cradles me like warm, gentle waves at the seashore. Liquid gold pours through the cracks in the walls, pillars and beams bending and crumbling without a sound, without even the rustle of wet paper, without... I hear the familiar sound of the front door opening. Once again, granting the shape and color to the gilded abyss. Once again, to me. I struggle to lift my weary head. Yo. I know your face. My milky eyes clear. The flood recedes for just a precious moment longer. Dad? My little miracle. Where the dad? Oh my god. I'm back. I'm home. He approaches slowly. The diary. I have to remind myself. He cradles his arm. He's in pain. I don't have time. I feel myself coming undone, unraveling thread by thread, like an old sweater. He takes my paw. Or is it the paw of a stranger? Someone he only just met. The golden tide comes in. My vision fades and flickers. His face shifts into focus, his eyes so like mine. One by one, the spiderweb fractures blossom, tearing up and down my frame until they open up and a light pours out of me. For the first time in my life, I feel like I can breathe, like I can finally rest. So this is what it feels like. How refreshing. Oh my god, that is... Dude.
Alzheimer's.
Dude, his parents still love him. His parents just has the case of, I can't say I love you because it's awkward for me because of other trauma past in my life. Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna cry. That was so... He had freaking dementia, dude. Bruv, yeah. Stop it right now. I wake once more slowly, in newly familiar arms. I am heavy. Oh, so heavy. Weighed down, not by grief, but by bittersweet yearning. What a dream. Flashing images, fragmented visions, and garbled sounds churn inside my pounding head. One by one, they pour through my fingers and slip away, like water disappearing down the tree, leaving only feelings in their wake. Hollow, golden echoes that I can't quite name. I lie perfectly still, waiting, turning the emotions over and over until I feel wholly myself again. A few moments before, I notice a slight dampness on the back of my neck. I hear a soft sniffle. Hunter? He jolts a little, probably not expecting me to be awake. He clears his throat. Hey, yeah, I'm here. I let the room fall silent. He gives my neck a slow nuzzle, squeezing me tight. I lean back against him, happy to be his plushie. Happy to be useful. When was the last time I didn't wake up alone? The thought that the the thought catches me off guard, almost robbing me of breath. Slowly, gently, I place my paws over his. They seem real. They seem solid. Maybe I should pinch myself. Okay. Hunter's husky voice interrupts me before I can I can act on the absurd thought. I can't really fall back asleep. Wanna get up? Not really, but yeah, I'd like that. He releases me from his embrace and pulls away, the bed creaking slightly. I hear a few more quiet sniffles and a measured steady breath. He flips on the light. Morning, Leo. There it is. His brave, perfect smile. The difference is like night and day. I can't. Morning, Hunter. Is it even morning? What time is it? The raccoon glances down at his phone. 5 a.m. Early morning, I guess. You were rough. My body responds with a yawn. Hey, I know I said I can't sleep, but that doesn't mean you can't. You sure you're ready for the day? One of us has to be awake today, at least. I cover my mouth and nod. Yeah, I'm sure. Very sure. I wonder who else is already up. He grins at me. Theo, Shirley, and maybe Ollie. I'll wager he never went to sleep at all. He approaches the door. Wanna see if I'm right? I have to admit, his smile is infectious, grounding. It reminds me of who and where I am. You first! Despite our eagerness, we remember to step lightly across the hallway. From the top of the stairwell, I can see one of the lights shining from downstairs. Hunter starts ascending with me close behind. I watch as he reaches the ground floor and peers into the kitchen. He turns back and pumps his fist in the air theatrically. Guess Theo is up. We walk in together, Theo sitting in his usual spot. The fox is tapping aggressively at his phone, eyebrows furrowed, a full mug getting cold in front of him. Hunter opens his mouth, but Theo beats him to it, flicking his eyes up at the both of us in a brief hello before falling back to his phone screen. That's not like him. Hunter and I exchange looks, confused and a little worried. I nod my head to the coffee machine and he nods back, walking over to make a pot while I sit and try to assess the situation. Morning, Theo. Everything alright? That earns another mutual look between Hunter and I, but he returns to his coffee quest over a moment. Though his voice, what little I've heard, is flat and controlled, Theo's entire body is tense, like a rubber band pulled taut. I can't quite place whether this is lingering stress from yesterday or a result of some new crisis. Or maybe this is what he's usually like, and the cheerful veneer I've grown used to has been a facade. Maybe it's a mix. What? Maybe it's a mix of all three. Hunter stares blankly at the coffee pot, me at him, and Theo at his phone. After about 3 years of silence, the coffee finishes brewing. The raccoon brings over 2 steaming mugs and takes a seat next to me. We sit quietly for some time. I sip my coffee. Hunter stares at his, sips it, makes a face, then sets it down. Theo ignores his mug entirely. I can see Hunter open his mouth again, looking determined to break the silence, but Theo beats him to it once more, but his voice hard and flinty. I think Diana, the old Iwi, in number 27, is still in her apartment. Oh my god, do I get to voice Diana again? Guys, I freaking hate Diana, but I love voicing her. She's so fun to voice. Oh. The table falls silent again, saving for Theo's frenzied tapping. Are you talking to her now? No. If she even has a cell phone, it would be dead by now. I'm talking to the... Why do they want me to... I'm talking to the fucking Robinsons in number 30. The venom in his voice is surprising. My eyes flit to Hunter's, and I can see them react, though he keeps from physically flinching. Are they across the street from her? Yes. Another long moment of silence. Theo breaks it by setting his phone firmly down on the table, face down. Holy moly. Hey, I never curse, but that was for the VN, okay? Blech. I need some soap. Just kidding. It looks right into my eyes, and suddenly I see the barely contained fury, the panic, seemingly mere moments from breaking loose. They won't argue to let her stay away with them. That woman is almost 90 years old. You don't always curse? Well, I like to curse to give like more impact, so. She is tiny and rail thin. If she stays in that house much longer, it's gonna kill her. I can tell Hunter and I are both feel flattened by his anger, though it isn't directed at either of us. The raccoon puffs his chest out a little before speaking. Maybe we can go over to check on her, see if she's okay? She's not. I went over there earlier today and banged on the door and all the windows until she answered. She said she wasn't leaving the house until she knew she had somewhere else to go. That's enough to quiet to me, but Hunter doesn't seem ready to concede just yet. I don't want to offer up your place without your permission, but maybe we can get her here in... Theo raises a paw and cuts Hunter off. You don't understand. I physically shrink into my chair, eyes dropping deep into my steaming coffee. Even on her best day, I'm not sure we can get her up the street. Not with this much snow. And she's been sitting in that fucking house for 3 days. The Robinsons live across the goddamn street. Given her condition, it would be a mirror. At that moment, Hunter stands up, placing his paws on the table. Yelling at me isn't going to solve anything. His voice comes out convincingly calm. I don't think that you're intending to direct any anger at me. Hey dude, there's kids listening. My bad. At me. But we want to help, and this isn't taking us anywhere productive. Theo's intense eyes meet Hunter's. He folds his arms tightly across his chest, as if holding something in. Then the fox backs down. His furious expression curdles into a mix of emotions I can't quite place. You are correct, of course. Sorry. Hunter exhales, then continues. Have you spoken directly to the Robinsons? I think that might set us up better than texting. No. Only defeat remains in his voice. Okay, how about we call them? I know you've been out in the snow already this morning, and you're probably not eager to head out again. Only now do I notice a coat draped over the back of his chair. The melted snow still clinging to his fur and his patches. Oh, I never saw that Theo expression. Yeah. Oh, this one? Yeah. I've seen all the routes. I've seen this one. Sorry. How long has he been awake? I think if I do that, I won't be able to stop myself from yelling at them. At least he's honest. Then we can take care of that. We'll talk to them and get them on board with the situation. Listening to Hunter, I'm nearly convinced too, before realizing what he's promising to Theo. I would hate to dump this on you. Tom is... Well, I guess you'll see what he is. Whatever he is, I know we can handle it. Theo levels his gaze at Hunter. Are you sure you're up for it? I mean, after the chaos yesterday morning, I definitely remember Hunter's silent somberness in the den, and clearly Theo does that as well. Hunter smiles, with only the barest crack in his demeanor. Don't worry about me. I was just tired. He repeats the same line again. But, you know, you make a good point there. You took care of that situation yesterday by yourself. How about you let us return the favor? It takes a minute more before Theo nods quietly, sliding his phone across the table to us, touching it gingerly, as if it were a mildly mildly dangerous animal. Get some rest, Theo. We'll keep you updated. The fox gets up slowly and winces, as if finally remembering that he exerted himself this morning already. He puts his mug in the sink, stopping in the doorframe before leaving the room. The code is 061710. Thanks, you two. And then he is gone, and it's just me and Hunter in the kitchen. That was convincing. Right as the words leave my mouth, I see Hunter huff and put his head in his arms. I think I fooled everyone. Myself concluded. I can hear a mix of humor and sarcasm in his voice. Well then, his head pops back up. What's our strategy here? Honestly, we barely know anything about the Robinsons. Aside from their clear reluctance to take a frail old woman in their home. Right. He unlocks Theo's phone, takes a look at his most recent text, then pulls out his own phone to start snooping. Says here the husband used to be a big shot executive at some company. It's time to meet the Robinsons. Oh my god! Meet the Robinsons reference! Meet the Robinsons reference! Oh my god!
I feel like that's. I literally wanted to say it so bad, but yeah, it's definitely a reference.
Wait, how did you find that so quickly? Job networking app. Here, look at this. He returns his phone to show me. I take a look at the pictureless profile of a Tom Robinson before Hunter pulls out the phone back to continue his research. How do you know this? How do you know it's him? And that he's the right guy even? Oops. Well, I got his full name from Theo's phone, and his address matches number 30 on his street. Hold on. You can see people's addresses on the app? Surely that's against some kind of privacy law. Bro found his LinkedIn. He shrugs and keeps scrolling through Tom's profile. You'd be amazed what data companies give you when you're willing to pay a little.
Data brokers.
I glance at the bottom of his screen and see a crown with premium written on it, right next to his username. Says he's the advisory board for this company now, so he's probably out of practice. That's where they throw old execs who are reluctant to leave. Damn! I didn't quite place Hunter as the business guru he's seeming to be this morning. I scroll through the app with the same single-minded focus he displayed while playing chess. Anyway, we should call for sure. Clearly, texting has gotten us nowhere. That sounds reasonable. You wanna drive? Sure. I nod, relieved. I don't know what the hell I would say to this guy. Other than, oh my god, why do they want, other than frick you, I guess.
I guess.
Okay, if a curse word adds importance to it, I will say it, but not, I won't. I see the raccoon tap Theo's phone.
If not, I'll gladly say it. I don't care about cursing.
I see the raccoons tap Theo. I see the raccoon tap Theo's phone a few times, quickly bringing up a phone number. I've tracked people before for money, a criminal, but it's crazy how easy it is to find. Yeah, it is kind of scary.
It's not hard. Yeah,
we are not private at all.
You just. Yeah, it's. Really
Whoa! This is the new new Hunter Sprite. New Hunter Sprite. He closes his eyes and puts his snout in his paws for just a second. Another mask slips on. New Hunter Sprite! Then he shakes his head as if to clear it, before pressing the call icon, putting the phone on speaker. It rings 4 or 5 times before someone finally answers. Oh, I forgot how to do freaking Robinson. Yes? Oh, do you want to be Robinson? You have to be this angry old man.
Angry old man?
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
A gruff male voice, halfway to angry already. Good morning. Is this Mr. Robinson?
Yes, this is he.
Great. It's a pleasure to get this speaking opportunity with you. The raccoon's voice comes out rehearsed, precise, and mind-numbingly corporate. Since when could Hunter talk like this? It's a far, far cry from his usual relaxed, loping cadence. Hunter
It's-
pauses for a quick beat, then continues. As is likely apparent, I am not Theo. I am calling on his behalf about a matter you two have been discussing. Mr. Robinson clears his throat, then fires back with a voice every bit as stiff and corporate as Hunter's. What was that part of being out of practice?
Yes, that is correct. With whom am I speaking?
My name is Hunter. A pleasure to meet you, even if it's just over the phone. Apologies for the early call, but I am currently working with Theo to ensure the safety of our neighbors. A bit of a stretch, given that Theo is literally housing us all. To my understanding, there has been some correspondence already regarding the elderly woman staying in an apartment in apartment 27.
Yes, that is also correct.
New Hunter Sprite. He lets out a practiced chuckle.
Correspondence is a little generous, though. It was more similar to soliciting than anything else. I have never received so many texts so early in the morning.
What a dick. This faux polite exchange is starting to tick me off, though I remain perfectly silent. Hunter seems to have this covered. Like this is just another day for him. He ignores Tom's jabs and continues, laser focused. Great to hear you're all caught up. Though I'd prefer to confirm the details with you personally, if you have a minute. I'm sure you understand.
I do. Please go ahead.
Ugh. It feels like I'm listening to an executive boardroom. It sounds like you and your family have avoided the worst of the storm. Very fortunate.
That is true. We are blessed for that.
Tom's response comes out after a pause, clearly not expecting the focus of the conversation to shift to himself. Great to hear. Now with how committed you seem to be this community. Wah! Bleh! Great to hear. Now with how committed you seem to be to this community, I'm sure you are aware of Miss Diana, one of the longest term residents of this neighborhood. He catches Tom off guard briefly as he shifts the conversation back to the snowed Iwi? Is it Ew or Iwi?
I think it's ill. Yes, that is correct.
Slight annoyance creeps in, though still kept in check. Excellent. Though Theo and myself paid her a visit this morning to make sure she was weathering the elements, but we were shocked to find out that she's been without power for several days. I'm sorry, Ruff. I raised an eyebrow. Hunter was definitely in bed with me this morning.
Huh?
Yo? You?
Hey.
Female sheepy? Okay. We were fully prepared to take her in ourselves, but unfortunately we've run into an issue.
Enlighten me.
From his sour tone, I can tell Mr. Robinson is getting tired of this corporate speak. I'm sure he's not used to being on the receiving end. Hunter plows ahead, clipped and professional. Well, it was brought to our attention that Diana suffers from several medical conditions that make her transfer to Theo's residence challenging. Additionally, this morning we had an individual in our own household come down with a moderately severe cold. News to me. Now, Diana hasn't received any of her annual vaccinations, which, combined with her age and compromised condition, makes her a high-risk individual, should she be exposed to any illness.
Where?
Hunter resolutely plows on, speaking over him. I've confirmed with a medical professional that it isn't safe to bring Diana here of all these reasons. Rofi, I'm guessing, though to my knowledge they haven't spoken since last night. This leaves us in a tricky situation, as you may imagine. The life of a member of our community. The possible legal backlash of us accommodating her, particularly with the risk of her falling severely ill. It's quite the mix of obstacles. We've attempted to reach other neighbors, but they have not been nearly as responsive and receptive as you. For that reason, until we are able to find more suitable accommodations for her, we would like to ask for your generosity in helping us house Diana. Mr. Robinson tries one more time.
When?
This is temporary measure, I can assure you, but We are actively looking for others that may be able to host her at this moment. Furthermore, as a cornerstone of this neighborhood, we feel comfortable and confident that you would provide Diana with the best care possible until we come up with an alternative solution. Hunter finally stops, taking a silent breath in. What questions or concerns do you have at this moment that I may address? The phone line goes quiet, save for the sound of Mr. Robinson breathing, clearly thinking hard. Finally, he takes his turn and fires back.
As a longtime resident of this neighborhood, it would be my privilege to ensure Diana is taken care of. However, resources are scarce and difficult to replace. Given the severity of the storm, accommodating her will certainly take a financial toll on us.
Hunter, seemingly predicting this turn in discussion, barges back into the conversation before Tom can continue. And I am more than happy to shoulder that toll on your behalf. I'm sure we can reach a favorable resolution on the cost of her staying in your home. Let's say the value of a night at the nearest 4-star hotel for each day she stays with you. I blink in disbelief at Hunter's nonchalance, unlocking my own phone to start looking up local hotel prices. $300 a night. Guys, Hunter is rich!
Yes.
Mr. Robinson sounds completely stunned.
That sounds like a reasonable agreement.
Reasonable? It's borderline robbery. Fantastic. We will sort out Diana's belongings and we'll have her at your doorstep within the hour. Clearly still reeling, Mr. Robinson can barely choke out a reply to Hunter's rapidly approaching timeline.
Great. I will have my wife start cleaning up immediately.
Good to hear. I look forward to meeting you in person soon. And with that, Hunter hangs up. I stare at him, mouth hanging wide open. He shrugs sheepishly. New Hunter Sprite! New Hunter Sprite! Hey, what's with that look? We got it done, right? He doesn't look even remotely proud. At the cost of $300 a night. I mean, I was being honest when I said I'd cover it. I'm not letting Theo contribute at all. But, I mean, he's gonna go insane when he hears about it. Well, he won't hear about it. I'll sort it out with Mr. Robinson separately. So we just won't tell him? Tell who? And what are you telling? Theo walks back into the kitchen right as the words leave my mouth. He looks like he's already here to he looks like he's ready to hear some bad news. Hunter turns to hand him his phone back. Telling you that we were able to get the Diana situation sorted. Mr. Robinson will be ready for her in an hour. She can stay as long as she likes. Theo's surprised look says it all as he reaches to pocket his phone. How did you manage that? A magician never reveals his secrets. But if you were wondering, it was just running circles of corporate talk around him. He's rusty, judging by his public viewable resume. Hunter rattles his phone out of Theo, who squints to read his screen. There's a moment of recognition as Theo recognizes Hunter's app before he snorts incredulously. And you outran him with professionalism? Sure did. Guys like him talk a big game, but they usually fall in line in the end. Anyway, we should go ahead and start getting ready. Theo snaps back into serious focus. Right, yes. I think we'll need all hands on deck for this shoveling Diana's driveway. Helping her pack her things works. He's so real for this. I love Hunter so much, guys. It's not even funny. Then Leo and I will go and get everyone upstairs awake. Can you get Artemis and meet us all at the front door in 5? Theo nods, breaking into a grateful smile. Strong work, both of you. We were happy to help, right, Leo? Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't do literally anything, but Hunter's clearly happy to share the credit. As we walk out of the kitchen, I realize my jaw is still on the floor. Hunter bounds up the stairs, taking 3 steps at a time, with me trailing behind. Who first? Let's start with Ollie. Sure thing. We make it to Ollie's door, then pause. Hunter takes a deep breath, rubbing his eyes a little. Everything alright? Yeah, I'm good. It'd feel wrong to say I'm tired because the day's only just begun. Well, you did get up at 5 a.m. That's my more normal wake-up time, though. Really? What for? Gym opens at 6 a.m. for athletes, 8 a.m. for the rest of the students. He takes another breath and starts bouncing from side to side, like he's hyping himself up. I'm gonna use my benefits while I have them at school. I shake my head at his renewed enthusiasm. Okay, let's do it. Ollie, you awake? No reply. I knock this time. Ollie! We have a slight situation on our paws that we could use your help with. Maybe he's actually sleeping. I put my ear to the door and hear his voice. Softly, like he's chatting with someone. No, he's definitely awake. Why don't we text him? I'm sure he'll see. And it'd feel weird just walking in on him. I nod and send him a quick text. Hey, you up? We're outside your room. Oh yeah, give me a sec. Instant reply. Bingo. After a couple seconds, the door swings open in front of us.
Sorry about that. What's up?
TLDR, there's an old neighbor stuck in her unit with no power that we need to move across the street to another neighbor's house until the storm subsides. What the heck? Succinct?
Succinct.
Succinct? Nice.
Yes, mean short. Oh, no, is she okay? How long has her power been out?
We're not really sure, but probably at least as long as mine. We're trying to head out in the next hour to get her to the Robinsons, across the street from her. Ollie nods intently.
And how can I help you guys most?
Good question. We'll probably need to help gathering her things or shoveling out her driveway to make the transfer easier. Theo wants everyone on board for this.
Got it. I'll get my coat. Where should I meet everyone?
Downstairs is good. We'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay, sounds like a...
Ollie lets out a huge yawn, covering his mouth full of sharp fangs with an arm.
Oops, sorry.
Ollie, did you sleep at all? He smiles nervously.
Well, no. But I napped a bunch during the day. I don't need much sleep to get by anyway.
Are you sure? We could cover for you if you need to rest.
No, I'm okay, really. I'd probably be up for another few hours anyway.
Alright, you let us know if you need a break at any point today, okay?
Of course. Thank you both. I'll be just a minute.
He nods and scurries back to his computer, saying something into his microphone before presumably hanging up on a call.
Pros on Discord.
With that, the two of us move on to Rofi's room, pausing outside the door. It's Rofi! Hunter stretches his arms up to the ceiling, almost knocking into me. His frame makes the hallway seem a whole lot smaller. Hey, watch those elbows! I wouldn't look good with a black eye. Ah, so sorry. With an apologetic smile, he leans over and places his head on my shoulder. Aww. Despite the fact that he's taller than me. Cozy. Rough, that's so funny. If you say so. It looks like a rough angle for your neck. But it's cold and you're warm. I pat his head, not even realizing my tail is swishing happily behind me. I still can't believe how velvety soft his fur is. You're also only wearing your tank top. That probably has something to do with it. You're right. Wait here, actually. Back in a flash. He clears the hallway in a few paces, slipping into our room. That's right! That's right! Oh my god! I've never seen, what's it called? Hunter in a regular shirt before. New Hunter's right, new Hunter's right.
Basic t-shirt. He's literally just wearing a basic t-shirt.
Exactly, and he looks so good in it. No less than 30 seconds pass before he emerges, wearing a slightly revealing shirt and holding both our coats. New fit, let's go! It matches him. His looks considerably newer than mine, which is no surprise at all. Black is not his color? Black is his color. I like his color. Probably black with like a little bit of yellow, but that'd be good. Like gold, like his eyes. Now, neither of us can complain about being cold. You got me there. He takes a good 4 steps and is back at my side, handing me my coat. As he moves closer, I catch a whiff of a new scent that definitely wasn't there 10 seconds ago. Did he really? I let out an exaggerated scoff. Alright, you clearly want me to guess what fruit you picked today. Come here. His tail wags slowly as he wraps me in a hug. I rub my snout into his neck fur. Oh, it's apple. Easy. It's not meant to be difficult. Yeah, it seems like it's more meant to get me in your arms once a day. I feel his face heat up and I stop. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean... I start to back out of the hug a little, but he holds me tight. No, it's okay. I don't know. I didn't really expect you to reciprocate. We stand there in the hallway in an awkward but comfortable silence. Then Ollie's doors opens. Hunter and I quickly step away from each other. Okay, we should probably get Rofi. Guys! We should probably get Rofi. If you were giving advice, I would suggest Forest Green. I see. Baby. Ollie peeks his head out and waves up to us.
Yeah, in a sec.
No rush! Whoa! This is a new coat! We put on our coats, then knock on Rofi's door. I immediately hear the rustle of bed sheets. I finally get to see Rofi. Wowza. Okay, guys. Yeah? What's up? Huh. I wonder if he was already awake. Hey, we have a situation we could use your help with. The dog takes approximately 3 seconds to get out of bed and to the door. I can hear him practically scamper across the floor. The door swings open and a serious-faced Rofi greets us. What's happening? We brief him like we did with Ollie and get him on board quickly. One other thing. I hate to volunteer your skills for free, but she seems pretty old and frail. I'm not sure if she'd need any medical attention, but if you could just keep an eye on her while we do our thing, that would be amazing. Oh, sure, of course. It's what I do. The dog's voice comes out kind of flat. Oh, worryingly flat. And a little concerning, truthfully. Great, we'll be downstairs. Rofi nods and closes his eyes wordlessly. That was the only time I get to see Rofi! Guys, Hunter and Rofi are my favorite. It's a nice coat he has. Exactly, huh? Seeing my reaction, Hunter mutters to me softly. That's how he is when he's tired. Don't worry about him. Is it really? I don't remember Sleepy Rofi ever looking so muted. I definitely want to check in with him at some point, but at Hunter's suggestion, I don't give the interaction much more thought. Wait, what about Artemis? The two of us head back downstairs to wait by the fireplace. We're joined shortly by Artemis and Theo from the basement. Then Ollie, whose coat also looks much newer than mine. Finally, Rofi comes down the stairs to complete the set. The mood is quiet due to the early hour, but tightly focused. All of us are clearly ready to do what needs to be done. Okay, everyone have their phones? We all nod. I'm guessing we'll need shovels once we get there. I have 2 sitting outside. They're plastic, but the metal ones are all in the garage and we don't have time to dig it out. I have a metal one at my place. Easily accessible. Shouldn't be a hassle to grab quickly. Do you want to be Artemis or do you want me to be Artemis?
What?
Do you want to be Artemis or should I be Artemis?
Bro's a punk. Okay,
I mean, I just gave him like a nice soothing voice. Like, so do I.
honestly, that comes off kind of emo. I actually kind of like that. You know what? You do it.
Bruh. So do I.
I'm sorry.
Great. You two go fetch those. Stick together. You never know what could happen in weather like this. Meet us at 27 as soon as you can. Oh, it's the Artemis one I saw from the Discord drawing thing. Yeah! All of my stickers are like primarily from furry fans. I'm not even gonna lie. I interject to my own surprise. I can go with them too, just to make sure no one gets lost in the storm. Sure. Rofi, Ollie, and I will see you there. Shockingly, my thinly veiled excuse to spend more time with Hunter is accepted. Theo nods once again and opens the door, ushering us to the bitterly blasting wind. Ali is me. Who am I most like?
I don't know the characters enough.
I'm Rofi,
I
guys.
can't suck.
I see myself in Rofi. It's colder like than ever before. As I take the door from Theo to let everybody out, I see Ollie shiver and pull his coat tighter around himself. Hunter gives me a smile and a nod, taking the door in turn from me. We file out onto what we think it is, to what we think is the covered sidewalk. Theo and Ollie grab the shovels laying right next to the porch in Artemis. Hunter and I split off from the group. Okay, folks, I actually live like really close, so I'm good on my own. Artemis points to a house just across the street. I'll text you the address. Meet back here when you get your things. Sure thing, we'll be back ASAP. Artemis nods goodbye to us and starts the trek to his place. The bird sneaks a glance back at me and... Was that a cheeky wink? Artemis. I voiced him and related him badly. Alrighty, so...
Why are you reading my text?
Hunter gestures in the opposite direction of Artemis. I'm down this way. Shouldn't be more than a few minutes. He holds out his paw. I stare at it blankly, then realize what he wants. I'm not trying to lose a snow leopard out here, you know. You're much harder to see in this weather than I am. If, you're not opposed. Oh. I can feel the redness creeping up my cheeks. A few minutes ago, we were hugging. Why does this feel more intimate, somehow? Yeah.
Because it is.
No, I'm not opposed. Smooth as a chunky peanut butter. He laughs and wiggles his gloved paw. I slide my finger into his. They're so warm. His gloves are newer than mine, too. Off we go. The rest of the journey to his place is uneventful. Minus the blush I couldn't wipe off my face for 85% of the time. Hunter's long strides clear the path in front of us nicely, leaving deep footprints for me to trace. This is so gay. Guys,
Literally.
I feel so, like, flustered right now. Hunter's long strides clear the oh wait, I already said that. We pass a dozen or so houses, most of them shuttered and dark, without a hint of their inhabitants. I love it, me too. I love it so much. I wonder if they left for the winter, or if they're tucked away inside, sleeping soundly and awaiting the storms to end. Here in the muffled white expanse, we could be the only two people in the world. It's just ahead now. This is his house?! That's a whole Victorian mansion! What?!
Dude, he's rich.
He is rich, but oh my gosh, I didn't think he was this rich. He gestures to a snow-covered structure. I can make out the general shape of the house, but... Oh! Oh! My pace slows to a halt.
It's not real.
The building looms balefully over me, bright golden lights poking through the windows, the creases in the walls, even the... Leo! Hunter squeezes my paw and I snap out of it. Is this his house? Like his house? You alright? We're here. I squeeze my eyes shut for a second. And then open them back up and nod. Yeah, sorry, just tired. No need to apologize. So, this is your house? Unless a lot has changed in the past few days. It dawns on me how freaking big this place is. And that Hunter actually lives here. He must be loaded. The house is set far back from the street, separated by a brick and iron fence and presumably an impressive front lawn. I can picture landscapers toiling away on the expense of green, hot summer sun shining overhead. I can almost hear the roar of the riding mower. Hunter pulls me through the opening in the fence and makes his way up to the house, boots cutting a clearly familiar path through the snow. Guys, if I were any animal, what would I be in Promises to Keep? The shovel is in the garage, so I'm just gonna run there really quick. The garage, got it. Without thinking, I start towards the right side of the house, to where the connected garage sits, just around back and out of view. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel his paw rest on my arm and pull me gently back. Oh, sorry, is this not the way? He flashes a quizzical but good-natured smile. It is, but it'll be way easier to just go through the house. He takes my paw again. Real good guess though. Especially considering that driveway is all covered up. Yeah, just a hunch. Here, come with me and you can wait inside. Alright. Come on, Leo. Put some lightness in your voice. Some pep in your step. Be normal. Lead the way. When we reach the front door, Hunter pulls out his phone and presses a paw pad to the screen. I hear the sharp click of a lock, followed by a mechanical whir. This is his house! He pulls it open and steps through. Come on in. Oh my gosh! He's so fancy. I'm back. Feel free to sit anywhere. Give me 1 minute. And don't worry about your boots. Just make yourself comfortable. He zooms off into another room before I can answer. Ugh. This is freaking weird. Fighting the intense deja vu, I step into the extravagant foyer. Aside from the freshly tracked snow, the room sits perfectly untouched and pristine. I wander around the dining area, my footpaws following a familiar path. Everything looks the same, but emptier. You kind of have hyper border collie boy energy. Hyper border
He
collie?
does.
Okay.
Trust me. I know him IRL. He definitely is.
Okay. Hollower? Colder. Something definitely happened here. Guys, the father died. There's a spentness to this place. A void that lingers in the carefully arranged furniture and shining, spotless floors. As if the house knows it has changed and will never be the same again. I shiver, almost wishing for that same golden warmth to return. For the walls and ceilings to crack and split and let everything out. Does Hunter live here alone? And where are his parents? I hear paw steps approaching me, but all I can do is stare at my surroundings. I found an extra! I don't really register what the raccoon is saying, still lost in thought. He taps my shoulder gently. Leo, are you good to go? Once again, he breaks me out of my trance state. Ah, sorry, I'm here. I'm just intrigued by this place, I guess. In what way? Hunter's tone is perfectly innocent. I can't quite put it into words, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. After a brief hesitation, he nods. Hey Hunter, where are... I stop myself mid-questions before the words drop and break. Leo? Your dream was even close to being correct. This is probably the worst possible way and time to ask him about his parents. He raises an eyebrow. Sorry, I was just wondering if you live here by yourself. If you live by yourself here. He nods. Yeah, it's just me. But only during breaks. I live on campus during the academic year. This house must have dozens of rooms. What do you mean it's just you? I picture Hunter dining at the massive table, every other seat vacant. Walking the halls with only his paw steps echoes as company. Like a king standing alone on a vacant chessboard. I see. That makes sense. We should probably hurry and meet up with Artemis, don't you think? Right. I tucked the rest of my questions away. Now is not the time. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. And with that, Hunter escorts us briskly back outside, just a little faster than we came in. We once again enter the harsh winter storm, now armed with a shovel each. Hunter checks his phone for Artemis's address briefly, then slips it back into his pocket. I reach out for his paw naturally, and he returns back to a smile before starting off through the drifts. Frankly, I would have gotten lost out here by myself. It's kind of an embarrassing thought to not be able to recognize the neighborhood I grew up in. But that childhood hometown seems so far away now. So long ago. I shake off those lingering thoughts and focus on keeping up with Hunter. Soon, Artemis comes into view, standing in front of one of the oldest looking houses on the block. Somehow, he doesn't seem cold despite being in just a few hoodies. He's really good at faking it. Our paws slip apart as we approach, though I'm unsure which of us likes to go first. Sorry for the hold up. We're ready to head out now. No worries. You have the address? The raccoon sticks out his tongue and points to his head. All up here! I know this town like the back of my paw. Artemis looks entirely unimpressed. He looked it up right before this, didn't he? The bird looks over at me. Hunter gives me the most Rofi-esque puppy eyes. No, for real. He definitely had the layout of this neighborhood memorized from the start. Artemis snorts. Right. Whatever you say. Anyway, they're probably waiting for us. The look birds over me. Okay, Artemis is so real. The look birds over me. The bird looks over me! Bro! Which Artemis traveling alongside us, our pace picks up noticeably. The bird's serious demeanor reminds me that this isn't just a fun romp in the snow. We've got work to do. Ugh.
You turned British.
We've got what to do. Very quickly, we come upon Ollie shoveling the
God.
driveway by himself. Despite his apparent aversion to the cold, his progress is already remarkable. He's definitely done this many times before. Hunter bounds up to him with renewed energy, slinging the shovel over his shoulder. Where are we dropping, boys? You did not just say that. Hunter scores a smile out of me, though, and he definitely noticed.
Hail.
Guys, I can't stop smiling! Oh my god! The dino pauses his work for a moment, slapping some caked snow from his gloves. Theo needs
us to clear. Wow, really stealing
go
like my
ahead.
2 lines I give this entire stream.
Go ahead, sorry.
Theo needs us to clear the driveway and maybe move the car too. He's inside right now with Rofi, sorting out Diana's things. The plan is to carry her out, so we'll need a good... so we'll also need a good path across the street to number 30.
We all turn to the opposite side of the road. Number 30 is pretty obvious, as it's the only lit up house on the block. He was going, WuffPaws, this is absurd. Did you get another 4
Came out
ads?
Yes. I just see it in the corner of my eye.
Aw, Ollie looks so cute in a jacket, right? Great.
He does.
Thanks, Ollie. Let's get started. Hunter is the first to interrupt. Really quickly, I think Leo and I should check in with the Robinsons first. We were the ones who called them this morning, so we should probably make sure everything is settled. I'm sorry, Ruff. He turns to Ollie. Theo didn't beat me to the Robinsons, did he?
No, he went straight to the man of Rofi.
Whoa! Ha ha! Dummy with that. Yo! Ruff, you better say thank you. You better glaze the frick out of dummy now.
Literally. Bada boom. Dude.
Thank you, haha, for that, Ruff. Okay. Great. He plants our shovels into the snow and starts clumping across the street, not waiting for me this time. I realize and start following him, calling over my shoulder to Ollie and Artemis. Be right back! Why is he such in a hurry to do this now?
He wants to spend time with you, duh.
Hunter plows across the street and up to the Robinsons' house. I barely catch up with him as he pauses at the door. Hunter? He lets out another long breath, preparing to mask up again. Yeah, just give me a sec. I stand there quietly, waiting for him to finish. I'm no longer a peasant who receives ads. Ruff, you can't just say that!
Bro's a peasant.
He shakes his head rapidly, then opens his eyes. Ritual complete. I am so loyal, Jackal. Okay, let's sort this out first. Before I reply, he knocks on the door.
Yes.
The same gruff voice from the phone grumbles out from behind the door. Good morning. It's Hunter, the individual you spoke to on the phone.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes. Them.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. His tone
Is he
smooths
an
out
otter? What the
immediately.
hell is...
He's an
Is he
otter.
a ferret? He's an otter?
I think
Dude,
he's
I
an
need to
otter. He's
Yeah,
either an
check it.
otter or a
Wait.
ferret. I can't remember.
Actually, I think... Wait, no. The two buck teeth. It could be a woodchuck.
I have no idea. His tone smooth. He looks like an otter. Yeah. He looks.
I'm
His
sending,
tone
I'm
smooths
sending,
out.
I'm gonna send a picture to my friend who has an otter for son. Maybe he'll know.
Okay. His tone smooths out immediately, and the door swings open. Me and Jackal and Snoot work for free against their will. What do you mean against your will? What?
I don't even really work. I just exist. I don't even do anything.
The gruff, grumpy-looking groundhog. Groundhog. He's a groundhog. Could only be
Okay,
Tom
well-
Robinson. He looks angry at the baseline. Sharp, beady eyes, a dipped, constantly furrowed brow, and a
Is it
tense,
beaver? I don't think it's a beaver.
forward-leaning posture, as if any moment he might lunge. A demeanor completely at odds with his pristine, polite phone manner, the businessman persona he's been putting on.
Dude, Groundhog Day is a scam. Anyways.
That groundhog better stay that groundhog, what is it? Better stay inside because I want more snow. I'm not ready for it to be summer yet. He ignores me entirely and fixes his gaze on Hunter, scouring him with his eyes.
You look much younger than I expected.
Whoa,
Supposedly
that sounds
complimentary words, spoken with an artful hint of disdain. He stiffly offers a paw.
Tom Robinson.
A pleasure. Hunter replies back evenly, gripping Tom's paw tight. I think I can almost see Tom wince when it happens.
Bro, as a business chick.
No, the pleasure is truly mine. Please commit.
Ruff. Exactly, I need more snow here. Maybe, Ruff, maybe you and I can like just switch location. Hunter pulls his paw back, ending
Dude,
the
what
paw
about me?
shake.
What the hell?
I would love to, but must politely decline at the moment. We are currently working to clear out Miss Diana's driveway to make her transport easier, and more support will be needed. Tom narrows his eyes, annoyance breaking through. I think we both see Hunter's game. Denying Tom the home field advantage and letting the frigid weather wear him down.
I see. If
I am just checking in prior to helping with Diana's move to make sure that you are prepared to accommodate her. Is everything ready for her transfer?
we have arranged everything, yes.
He gestures inside, to the couch in the middle of their living room.
We will have her stay here for the time being. Food and water will be provided, and there will be a shower with a bathroom accessible in the downstairs area.
Hunter nods. Excellent. Before I go, let's take some time to sort out your compensation. I see Tom's eyes gleam with such grotesque, almost nauseating light.
Fantastic. I went ahead and performed a quick analysis of the nearby hotels in the area and their rates. According to my research, the average 4-star hotel is running for about $200. Now, if we consider the standard resort fee and...
I feel my claws extend, and I ball my fists to keep them from showing. Resort fee? She's staying on the fucking couch. He's not exactly running an elite establishment here. Thankfully, Hunter cuts him off. I appreciate your diligence in doing some research. How does $300 a night sound? I can arrange that at this moment for, say, the next 2 nights. Tom seems taken aback by how easily Hunter throws out that figure, but hides his surprise quickly.
That sounds more than fair to me.
Hunter produces a fancy-looking checkbook from his coat pocket. When did he slip that in? And rapidly fiddles it out. He removes the check with a loud, crisp tear and hands it to Tom. You'll find I've included a bit of extra a little bit extra to cover any possible fees or inconveniences. He is just
Very kind of you.
I hate Tom with a passion. Just as Tom
Okay.
reaches triumphantly for the check, Hunter pulls it away. A slick, practiced flick of the wrist. Their eyes lock. In a heartbeat, the raccoon's polite, friendly demeanor turns steely, gaze scaringly sharp. I trust this financial agreement will stay between us two. Tom blinks back at Hunter, and I catch a hint of a new emotion. Fear. Maybe regret? I can't tell for sure. Truthfully, Hunter's rapid transformation is freaking me out. Just a little. Freaking me out. Just a little. Tom flicks his eyes down at the check in his paw, then back at Hunter. I try to catch a glimpse, but I can only make out 3 zeros before the decimal point.
$1,000?
Oh my god, Hunter! He gave Tom way more than $600. Then he lets out a clearly nervous chuckle.
Of course, I can assure you of that.
Hunter tips his paw, holding the check towards the groundhog once more, who huffs a piece of paper in his pant pocket, his beady eyes flicking to a point straight over my shoulder. I switch my tail uneasily at this interaction, only feel it brush against another coat behind me. I jump a little, turning around to find Theo standing right there. Great, it's all sorted then. I'll smile once more. Hunter turns to greet Theo, showing no surprise at his sudden appearance. Hey Theo, just making sure the place is all ready for Diana. Theo gives Hunter a look, then Tom a slow once over. And unusually brusque for Theo.
Brusque.
His tone is short and annoyed, much like Tom. He is just being smart. I try not to laugh too hard, internally, at my own joke. Now seems like a bad time. And it is sorted, as Mr. Robinson just confirmed with me. We're ready to move her. A long, awkward silence. Good to hear. We'll be back, Tom.
Fine, we're ready.
Tom lets his normal gruffness seep back into his tone.
Now, if you don't mind, you're letting in a draft. Knock when you're here.
Tom shuts the door on us unceremoniously. I look over at Hunter just in time to see the last hint of piercing gold leave his eyes. He looks back at me and smiles. I can't tell if it's real or not anymore, but I give one back to him. You two are on top of it today. Theo breaks up our little moment. Did Tom give you any trouble? None at all. How's Diana? Ropey is finishing up with her. Had a bit of a health incident while we were getting her ready, so we're stalled for a bit. Uh-oh. All the more reason for us to hurry then. The raccoon starts down the porch steps. What kind of incident? Well, is she alright? Hunter interrupts, turning back to face us. Yes, she's stable for now. Good. Then let's head out. His question feels more like a demand, despite his light and easy tone. After a brief moment, Theo nods stoically and follows him down. With a swish of coats and tails, the two of them start trekking across to number 27 once more. I stand there, still processing everything that happened in the last 5 minutes. Dang, that was 5 minutes. I remember to follow behind the two of them this time. Was my question that bad? Was it weird to ask what happened to Diana? Everybody's just a little on edge, that's probably it. I convinced myself somewhat, for now. I'm itching to sit down with the raccoon and debrief this all later though. Come on, Leo. Keep up. Don't make Hunter snap you back to reality for the 3rd time today. As we walk back to Diana's, I notice snow already building up on the shoveled pathway, the blizzard ignoring the hard work that our crew already put in. Artemis greets us out front, already hoisting his shovel for another round. Hehe. Ollie is inside with Rofi. I think they're about ready. Thanks, Artemis. The fox nods and leads us along the side of the house. He grips the model doorknob and twists. Model doorknob and twists, clearly needing to put some force into opening that ancient door.
Oh my god.
The combined stench of cigarette smoke and mildew hits me like a wall. I recoil and bump into Hunter, startling him. Hey, you good? Yeah, sorry, just... A second later, the smell hits him too. New Hunter is right. A second later, the smell hits him too, and I don't have to explain anymore. He makes a face that nearly earns a smile out of me, but we quickly refocus, noticing Theo beckoning us inside. As we step through the door, stomping our boots on the nearly destroyed welcome mat, it now reads, Welcome. I hear Ollie's voice from further in.
Alright, Diana, we have all your things all set up here.
We walk down the small entryway and into the cluttered living room. Yes! Okay, I spot them immediately. The old woman stares warily from her distressed armchair, one milky eye glaring past into nothing. Even bundled in a thick coat, she looks tiny. Theo is the first to enter, followed by myself. Hunter quietly lags behind. As we walk in, Diana keeps her gaze fixed on Theo, as if waiting to catch him stealing something. They exchange no words. Instead, the fox addresses Rofi, who is kneeling on the floor next to the armchair, fiddling with some kind of medical kit. We ready? Yeah! Faster we get her to the Robinsons, the better. We're okay right now. I sneak another look at Diana, trying not to obviously stare. She looks pretty awful. Good thing Theo discovered her when he did. Hunched, rail thin and trembling, but with an obvious attitude still smoldering behind those eyes. As I watch, she conjures a beaten-up old flask from her cushion of her easy chair and shakes it, listening for the telltale slosh. She grimaces and knocks it back before tossing it to the floor, empty. How long has she been sitting here in this horrible old house? Does she ever even leave? Maybe for a grocery haul once a month? The intrusive thought weasels its way into my head before I can catch it. Oh god. Could I end up like this 60 years down the line? Will I even make it that far?
Okay, anything else you want packed? We can always come back for stuff too.
As Ollie approaches, her gaze shifts towards me and I quickly turn away looking for... Wait, where's Hunter? All else forgotten, I scan the room, half expecting him to already be holding a bag for Diana, but he's completely out of sight. Hey, anyone see... My voice peters out under Theo and Rofi's intense discussion and the simultaneous conversion Ollie is maintaining with Diana. Seems like they've got things covered here. Surely I've got little time to backtrack and find Hunter. I retrace my steps to the entry hallway and spot him immediately. Oh my god, he's getting flashback! He's getting flashbacks. The raccoon stands with one arm pressed against the dirty, peeling wallpaper, leaning his head into it and shaking ever so slightly. Hey, Hunter? He jumps a little, sniffles, wipes his face on his coat, and turns around. Hey, Leo. I can tell his mask is down, his cheek fur wet, and his eyes hollow. He won't look directly at me. Oh, Hunter. I'm not sure what's going on, but what I do feels natural, closing the gap between us, trying to go for a hug. As I cross the space, I see him flinch a little, backing up against the wall. It's obvious enough that I freeze in my tracks, just inches away from him. Oh. I pull my paws back as if burned. His expression is a mix of regret and fear? I'm sorry, Hunt. No, you're good. He shakes his head side to side, rapidly, then puts his face in his paws and exhales. His posture straightens, his body stills. When he looks back up, the scared look in his eyes is gone. I just needed a moment, sorry. No, don't apologize, I shouldn't have. No, really, it's okay, you were just... Our fractured conversation is cut short by Theo, calling from the living room. Hunter, Leo, we need a few extra paws here. Hunter takes another breath in. Can we talk? At home? home. I hadn't even mentioned to say it, but somehow it feels true. Hunter meets my gaze, then nods. Yeah, we're coming, sorry. The raccoon takes the lead, with me following close behind. Upon entering the room, it's obvious that everyone is waiting for us. Hey, Leo, grab that bag next to Ollie. And Hunter, can you grab your shovel just in case we need a bigger path cleared in front of us? Rofi running the show instead of Theo is a little surprising, admittedly, but we follow his directions. In my peripheral vision, I see Diana attempting to push herself up and out of her chair. After a few attempts, Ollie quietly offers her arm, which after one final try, she takes. She zeroes in on Hunter and me, standing in an entrance to the living room. Coming into someone's house without introducing yourselves, huh? I turn to look at the raccoon, expecting him to flip the Hunter Incorporated switch, but his dull glassing eyes are glued to the floor. Sweat beads freely on his forehead. I can tell he's wound tighter than I've seen before. Something in this house is triggering him big time. Is it the smell? The mess? Probably her.
I think it's the clock.
Yeah.
I think it's the
You do
clock.
forget your hearing aids, or are you just as rude as you look? The old lady? Ali graciously jumps in to save the day.
Diana, these are two of our friends, Leo and Hunter. They were helping us make your stay at the Robinsons go smoothly.
I proffer an awkward grin in a weak wave. Hunter busies himself with packaging and lifting bags, his back to the rest of the room. Real quiet, your friends. She mutters loudly to Ollie, and he shrugs apologetically. The dino looks pointedly between the two of us. Even he hadn't noticed it before. Hunter's behavior is obvious now. Even if he hadn't noticed it before, Hunter's behavior is obvious now. Refocusing, Ollie smiles at Diana and tips his feathered crest towards the door.
They're great folks, but they've been working quite hard and are probably just as exhausted as we are.
Aha! The old sheep looses a derisive grunt from between her yellow teeth. Real tiring, I'm her, sitting snug as a bug in Theo's palatial estate. But no! St. Tom's ratty couch will do for little old me.
Yeah.
Figures. I turn away to conceal my annoyance. That ratty couch cost Hunter at least $1,000. The raccoon remains perfectly silent, his back to the rest of the room. He refuses to even look at her. Theo coughs and comes up beside Ollie, resting one paw on the dino's shoulder. We still have some work ahead of us. Ready to go? Ahem.
Yeah, sorry, we're just getting acquainted.
Theo doesn't reply, instead crouching next to Diana and preparing to lift her. You better not drop me, you hear? Theo doesn't respond to that either. Alright, go ahead. Oh wait, oops. Alright, go ahead and lean back against my arms here. I'll lift you and keep you against my chest while we walk. Leo, could you get the door for us? Right, yes, gotcha. I'm pulled away from the scene by the dog's voice, and I pass through the hallway to the front door quickly. I don't have to pull very hard, though the unforgiving storm practically blows the door open. I stand by the door as Rofi files out first, followed by Theo, who seems surprisingly comfortable carrying Diana. She must be so light. Ollie exits next, close by Diana's side. Then Hunter. His paws are balled into fists, one of them strangling the shovel in stark contrast to our earlier walk. I resist the urge to grab his other paw. I give Diana's place a final once-over, then shut the door behind me. I can't make out exactly what's happening at the front of the entourage, but I do my best to follow the group. Truthfully, only Hunter has my full attention. What must be going through his mind right now? Despite having his shovel with him, he remains at the back of the party. Ali and Artemis pick up the slack without complaints, clearing a path at Rofi's command. Before long, they reach number 30, and Rofi knocks rapidly on the door. Tom answers, ushering everyone in one by one. He turns his attention to the two of us at the back of the line and proffers a stiff nod. Hunter responds in kind. Let's head back. Flat, toneless, hollow. We're not needed. I don't reply, suffocated by the mood. Which, with one last inscrutable look at us, Tom bangs the door shut. The wind seems to slow, as if in response. The soft showers of snowflakes cease. It's just me and him now. The only two people around in the world. I look at him. He looks away. We float, suspended in the downy white vacuum. Hunter turns and walks down the center of the street. From the slope of his shoulders and the careless shifting of his feet, he looks like he could just keep walking forever. Destination unknown. I follow his silent lead back down the path to Theo's house. Theo's front door is unlocked, luckily, and Hunter lets us both in. He heads straight for the stairs, but I find myself frozen in thought, standing stock still at the entrance, hesitant to fully step through. He turns around and waves me over. Come on. We can talk. My ears perk up at the invitation, and I pad over quickly, keeping close behind him as he walks to his room. He shuts the door behind us and takes off his coat. Then he sits on his bed, patting the spot next to him for me. Every movement he makes feels choreographed and deliberate, like a performance. I take my place next to him, not wanting to risk even a single breath, afraid to interrupt the scene. He exhales. Then he rests his elbow on his thighs, snout in his paws, taking off the mask. So, he stops there, like he's waiting for me to start questioning him, but I don't. You probably want to talk about today. A little, yeah. Did you want to talk about anything specifically? Frick. Where do I even begin? I'm not sure. I'm just... Hunter, what's going on? That's a loaded question. We sit in mutual silence. Hunter keeps his gaze on me, waiting for me to make the first move. Playing defensively. Is it okay if I just listen to you talk? I don't want this to feel like an interview or a quiz. I want you to tell me what you want to tell me. I want to let the conversation breathe. He takes a moment to consider my question. Maybe weighing how much to say, how to say it, and I just wanted to resolve the situation. Theo was stressed, everyone was stressed, and I feel like I had the tools to make this whole mess much easier for everyone. The tools being money? He drops his eyes and turns away from me. Yeah. I don't want to get all touchy or braggy or I don't even know. Money is a hard thing for a lot of people, so I don't talk about it. But yeah, my family didn't exactly struggle financially, especially when I was growing up. Past tense. And from what I'd seen, an understatement. And this issue with Tom, I mean, I could clear it off the board with an insignificant amount of money. To me, anyway. And you wanted to keep Theo out of it. He shifts a little, Unlacing his paws and lacing them again, the bed creaked softly. Well, I think you picked up on it too. It's pretty obvious that things are icy between them. I'm sure there's history, and I didn't want to tread on Theo's tail by looping him in. Well, the way you phrased it, it seemed like a bribe, so Tom would keep his mouth shut, and I saw how much you... Yeah, I did that because it made things easier. His voice picks up in volume, just slightly, his frustration earning a tiny flinch from me. He notices instantly. Sorry. He holds up his empty paws like he's showing me he's not dangerous. Then he hides his snout in them, looking away again. I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean it like that. I let out a breath. No, it's okay. It's been a trying day already. I understand. No, that's not an excuse. He squeezes his eyes shut for a moment. It's just, I know I have access to these resources. What good are they doing just sitting in my pockets and collecting dust? And yeah, I know Theo would want to handle it himself, and I know he'd to argue with me. So I saved him the trouble, and I saved both of us the argument. All I needed to do was make sure Tom didn't have a reason to open his mouth. And in this world, money is loud. He huffs softly, distantly. I can see a memory flitting about just behind his eyes. Images of an ink-stained page and a shaky hand. There's never really a good time to ask about a possibly deceased parent, right? Did you learn that from someone? He smiles wistfully. My dad. I take the next step. Is he still... He doesn't reply, but shakes his head, a slow no. Hunter. His paw is open on his leg. I could reach for it, it's right there. But I so clearly remember him backing away, pressing himself up against the smoke-stained walls of Diana's home. If I chase him, he might run. Were you too close? No. Well, yeah, sort of. It's kind of hard to say for sure. When I was younger, he kept his distance. Our interactions were formal. He felt more like a boss than a dad. Real friends don't really exist. A deep, rich voice echoes in my head. But you felt close to him. Later on, I did. He sort of mellowed out, I guess. I wasn't really sure what was going on, especially in high school. No one really filled me in. But he'd have moments here and there. Like he'd remember we were family. By then, his memory had started to go. So I guess maybe he forgot he was trying to raise some corporate businessman in me. He says it in so matter-of-factly. Yeah, I know, right? Haha. As if the words held no weight at all. I'm not quite sure how to put it. The more he forgot, the more he seemed to share with me. I almost could have called him a good friend towards the end, but not a father. He sighs. I'm not sure. That was a few years ago at this point. I've tried to convince myself that I don't feel sad and that I don't miss him. And for the most part, I think I've succeeded. I don't miss what he was, I know. I think maybe I miss what he and I had. Whatever that was. He shifts his gaze from the floor back to me. The conversation feels done, but there's so much more I want to ask. I flash back to that grim, panicky moment in Diana's cluttered hallway. Its fragile, frightening expression. Our quiet exchange, just certainly heavy. Just now was certainly heavy, but it wasn't scared. What was it that triggered him so badly? I feel my next question, the logical next question, start to boil over, bubbling out and out of my mouth. What about... Then I catch myself just in time. Not now, Leo. My voice cracks in my throat a little. Do you have a favorite memory of him? That stumps him for a bit. I don't know if there's any one moment. The softest smile settles into his expression. But I really did feel closest to him in high school. Every day I'd come home from school and we'd talk like a normal father and son would. There was no proper language, no exceptions. We would just
Expectations.
talk. Huh?
It was expectations.
Oh, oops. About anything. My joy was his. He was every bit the dad I could ask for during those moments. He wipes his eyes on his arm. 2 days in a row with you, huh? He points to his wet cheek fur, and I can feel a bit of that familiar mischief return to his voice. What can I say? My presence just brings tears to people's eyes. I'm like an onion. I earn a soft snort from Hunter. Sure you are. I don't know if that's a good thing overall, but I don't mind it, I think. He stands up from the bed and gets a nice big stretch in. I get up and back away a little, giving him space. What a contrast from this morning. Hey, remember how I said I was good on sleep? Yeah? I lied.
You lied? Yeah.
He sticks out his tongue. The moment I stop to consider it, I feel my own exhaustion creep up and take hold. I think I lied too. He smiles and shakes his head, flopping back onto the mattress. Then maybe a group nap is in order. I'm interested, but I glance over at the bed, unsure of my next move. I meet Hunter's eyes with my own, and time stops for a split second. Then he waves me over with one paw, again patting the spot next to him in bed. New Hunter's cry. That's all the encouragement I need, and I quickly join him under the covers, snagging one of his pillows for myself. I pull the chessboard blanket up to cover me, and the embroidered king laying gently across my chest. No pieces standing in between us. Hunter turns and reaches out for the lamp switch, returning us to darkness once more. Hunter shared a lot with me today. I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Starting to. There's still so much to dig through. I extend one arm slightly, tentatively, wanting to feel his paw in his... wanting to feel my paw in his again, but afraid he'll pull away. Let him come to you, Leo. He looks down at my paw, then at me. Then he reaches to take my paw, squeezing it gently with his... I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. So I don't lose track of you. I let out a breath, and with it, the memory of his panicked face. I feel myself physically relaxed, steadied by his presence. We should probably set an alarm so we don't miss dinner, or something. Or we could just sleep. I think I could hibernate through the rest of this storm right now. But think of all the gains you'd be missing out on. Oh, totally. My sick gains from my killer beach bod. Have you actually been working out this whole time? He gestures to the weight rack against the wall. I gotta maintain my form. A colossal yawn interrupts me before I can reply. I'm just that boring with my exercise routes, huh? I laugh, then reach to ruffle his head fur. Never. It's been anything but boring with you so far. We let the darkness swallow up our conversation for a little bit. Hey, Leo? Yeah? I know you probably have more questions about today. Yeah, I do. I let the truth out. I have so many more, but my voice trails off. I promise we'll talk more about everything soon. Just give me time. Okay. I trust you. I feel his paw against my cheek. Soft, textured paw patch tracing the spots in my fur. Thank you, Leo. His voice fades as he starts to fall asleep. I take that as my signal to stop fighting the exhaustion, letting it take over. The last thing I feel before I slip off to dreamland is his paw, still wrapped tightly around mine. Please don't let it be the end, dude. No. Freaking God. Bro.
Yeah, Rose, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually half expecting them to be like, "I think I like you," or like, "I love you," or something, or like just a fucking like royal kiss
That's
scene.
not. No, that's
I'm
not.
not gonna lie.
That's not how this story goes, dude. It's still updating, so they probably want their confession at, at the very end.
At the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Leo, I love you, bro.
Rough.
Honestly, that would have been really good. It would have been very in character.
Guys, they did it once again. They made me freaking cry and like, almost freaking cried. They made me extremely teary-eyed though. That is one thing. The freaking dementia, the parent, it just feels. I don't know if it's just me. It's probably not real in any case in like real life, but when you're actually with someone that does something like it does, I genuinely feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it genuinely does feel real, like a real relationship, a real anything. I know it's not, I'm not crazy, but it genuinely does feel like, because I've felt the exact same feelings before, but like, oh my freaking God, guys, that is so good. Or the trope where one of them falls asleep and they key him, then fall asleep too.
I think it's supposed to be Kiss. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say Kiss.
Guys, consider their Patreon. Freaking, they deserve all our love. This VN is truly one of my favorite VNs of all time.
It's really cute.
It's really freaking cute, dude.
Ollie is still my favorite though. I'm not biased.
Okay, I'm sorry, Rofi, but I think Hunter is now my favorite. I'm sorry, Rofi. I just see myself in you a little bit too much. Hunter is now my favorite.
Most depressing thing that could happen to anyone? Oh yeah, rough. Trust me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Forget it.
Dude, Rat would be crying to this. She wouldn't like the story, but she would be crying about Hunter's Rat. No, cause
Anyways, as I was.
She loves stories like this. She always cries to people with dementia because it's just so sad. Just think about like all your life stories, all your memories with one person, and it just goes away. It slowly fades away, and they don't remember who you are in all the moments. Oh my God, dude.
They don't remember who you are.
They don't remember who they are.
Like even on like shows and whatnot, like it's a dementia patient. It's like on their deathbed or something. And it's like, who are you? And the kids they're like crying because their own parent doesn't remember them. That's really sad.
Anyway, here are all the people. Palm, Noah, Cobalt, Mary, Reen, everyone did such an amazing job. Renee, whatever. Everyone did such an amazing job. Please stay tuned for our next release. Until then, Theo's door is always open. Amazing job. Always making me freaking cry and love their characters even more. Dude, they have this in the bag, dude. Like, genuinely have this in the bag. It's so good. No! Oh my God, I didn't save! So I have to go through all of that again.
Skill issue.
Oh my... Bah. I didn't save, so I have to go through all of that again, because here is Rofi's day 4. Here's one of this is Ollie's day. Yeah, this is Ollie's day 4 start. This is going to be Theo's day 4 start. You're going to have to cry again. Now I'm just gonna skip through everything that happened there. It's gonna take me like a couple minutes, but honestly, it's okay.
Yeah.
Guys, that was
Anyway.
amazing. The gallery, guys, genuinely, I think this was one of my favorites. But now this is my favorite out of all of them.
It's really cute.
It's so good. Cobalt, you're a genius. This is so cute.
All right, folks. I think, I mean, yeah, it's a really good stream. Thanks for having me on. Very lovely. I didn't get to speak a whole bunch, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
what it is. I mean, it's not your fault, dude. You didn't write the story. It's all like you knew. But yeah, thanks to everyone that voted in the poll and that said they wanted me on. And again, it's a little unfortunate I didn't get to do too much. Not like it was good to begin with, but
Yeah, it was great. You did
yeah.
amazing.
Stop lying.
You know you did amazing, dude.
I didn't. What do you mean?
I'm not gonna be able to freaking
No, I
cry. Oh my god. Guys, I think, yeah, no, Jackal did amazing. Guys,
I don't like being lied to, guys. Stop.
guys, thank you all for joining me in the stream. It has been such a pleasure. I think this was my favorite day 4 out of all of them. I think this is gonna be my favorite route. Sure, I see myself in Rofi a little bit more, but I think Hunter is like my favorite route. There's all the stuff. It's so good. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I streamed for 3 hours and almost 30 minutes. That's kind of insane. 3 hours and 20. But that's
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
for
say, dude, we've been on this for like 3 hours.
It's okay. It's okay. I will do anything for freaking Hunter. Or Promises to Keep in general. But thank you all for joining me. I will be rating DJ. Keep in tune with that because I will be voice acting in DJ stream next week. So yay! Thank you. Like I said, thank you all for joining me. It has been such a pleasure. It has been so cute. It's been so heart-wrenching. Oh my god. It was a great stream. No, thank you, Gaby. Thank you all. I love you all, seriously. Stay safe. Stay respectful. We're gonna be streaming DJ, obviously, because he is my friend and he's just great. Thank you all for joining me. Stay safe, stay respectful, have fun, of course. Stay fluffy. Guys, the store is always open.
Bye, folks.